All right, we say mo bibiara kwa bande we are bring from Kastle 90.3 FM. And next why nyamena dom ema we are bring yebeshia with the number one political and current affair program. Me man hodo and we are bring yeshe wodi. Say afi in ezuke sefrinizi ato ha ana and the very first time ezuke sefrinizi ato ha. We are bring yemo oye akwaba and from Kastle 90.3 FM. Lecturers at our University of Cape Coast Technical University, and other institutions are area bribiara was work as a free was a child no yichiawan. The Masona Yankafuni National area bri a salute one for abribiara okay Emma easy in Como. This is your number one political and current affair program, the most authoritative socio-political issue or program in the whole central and western regions. And the area bri bro. Mrs. Kwamina is Suman. Mamindemi production team headed by Mr. Bernard Ogo, FKK Damaso and Osman Blackus Etriana Tum Facebook and then also on YouTube. Kastle 90.3 FM. Like the page, share, now leave your comment. Yabakan yaze amo. Area bring come up to bebre ho. Na za odika na odite no ena ya atena sa yebezi inkomo ewo ho. The program is very packed. On to be part of the program by sending in your text message or WhatsApp message for 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 for o messages in the for do elho fabra makan meze amo. Ya the text message, another WhatsApp message, and also for or your Facebook January for commenting for to makan meze amo. Message true message in we are and asan abuchiri bill Sunday odu bibia na onsa na adweno oya akroko jakro nti matro na free there nanyen bado baba no na ebi owa numu onyeyi nti mesre aya na ayeniye ze amam nti fabra 0244743143 Now, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and the Oyaza will engage the business community on the 24-hour economy, also latest by July, and the 24-hour economy no. The program will be rolling out. The National and the nurses and midwives are threatening to embark on a strike. And the ministry or the Minister of Health is calling on them to rescind that decision as a call of planned strike. Health Ministry appealed to Ghana Registered Health Nurses and Midwife Association. And the Obeya one striker what threatened the Obokono and can put on hold. Now the Speaker of Parliament also and he's calling on the parliamentarians to rise above pettiness. Now one prioritize national interest rather than their political interest. Now, on the editorial front in Ariabri, the Ghana Statistical Service was the information about Tuga, Yebezo and Komo. This is not a perception. At times, senior oil corruption perception report are over into your corruption perception index are all rates countries. These reports is from the Ghana Statistical Service. Now, also 18% of Ghanaians paid bribes for public services in 2024. 18% of Ghanaians. Now, you have more the original breakdown and so 18% of Ghanaians they paid bribe. And see, as a public service in Ghana, in oil free, a per service from the Ghana police, a per service from the government institutions, the public agencies in Ghana. 18% of Ghanaians paid bribe. This is according to the Ghana Statistical Service. And say, I believe income and now agencies are in Crawford, a cop per service from them. You need to pay bribe. You need to pay bribe. And sana, the needed services will be rendered to you. On the Yebezo income and the area bree. Area bree, my yende jumoku warboa na we shine asen emezi jumezi yazi abroyanda wana se betway bet influencer betway siankan chode and they bet no one kotin etwa on the back of food de kromin yedo ewa enti etwa bet na and we could share with your loved ones, share with your friends, and no one should the burden on your code. Automatically, you earn 4% on it. In there, you my peseminkumya. Yes, my peseminkumya. Yimpa bebre and under your case, win ewo or ye betway one bet influencer another what place one bet ewo betway bet responsibly. Yes, bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. The Marshall and Anointed Engineering Services Limited. Anointed the young country, the MA, a reputable agency or company where repairs, rentals, and installation of generators are. Anointed the Waba Amo. Well, over 20 branches across the country. Now, our generators and so from 5 kVA to 3,000 kVA backed by 5 years warranty. Well, Cape Coast and Nature con our country opposite the main lorry station close to Republic Bank. For 10248 455697. Damaso and Oyaza 0243 480334. Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator expert. Hisense the young country the Oguda 2025 TVC Hisense television promo no Oguda record was say on the 28th, in the 29th in Tinida and the promo in and was so we on the 8th of June. On televisions ranging from 32 inches to 150 inches. Ninano Ebenyabi, our Hisense one showroom across the 16 regions. Mankasim or Ben Blue Hills Restaurant or Antiqua Damaso and on your Pacific Free Station we need the in Frey. 0302550000 0302550000. Hisense everyday prices for everyday people. The National Ridge Royal Hotel, the Young Country, on the 15th of June. On the 15th of June, we are celebrating our fathers. Also celebrate that in Grand Star at Ridge Royal Hotel. And you papa on Mother's Day, you did more kama. Yes, Mother's Day, you did more fine pa. On it is a Mother's Day, you chumiza. And on word ridge and so one other. Janomosly, you can be black who say yeja. Inti, Anna. So Baba for Wako. And to Courage Royal Hotel, and your papa packages in the bebre kwasika kume binsuna ebochia. So pamper your dad. This Father's Day on the 15th of June 2025. Ridge Royal Hotel or Second Ridge El Cape Coast for 031 2003222 and 0501 672908. Ridge Royal Hotel, richly inviting, comfortably yours. Long at the same country, the MA Edru Papa able to as a kill o malaria, as a cool malaria say, as a show malaria say, or a lonat. Na answer na benum lonatro testify there ampa enya malaria ni bia onu enya malaria your number one bet e lonat FDA ajatum on the ND call all leading pharmaceutical shops across the country. Na kaju lonat nibi na nom lonat scatter malaria. So on the first half of the show, in Jumokua Oriso Yanasi, later on, Max by then also Game Park also Orobua Emedi Jumezi Abro. Echirimaba na mebedi wonhuda se meze achro ewoha. Hey, I bring missing to come na esuma. Kayanwe, let me drive you safely. Wabra etu henim ewo shop. Maybe there will be a irritate this particular conversation or this particular show, the number one show in the whole central and western regions. Yes, bro, and the area breed. Now, me more a report on the statistics the Ghana Statistical Service was the ABBA that 18% of Ghanaians paid bribes for public service in 2024. Now, let me run you through this report. Now, yenzo inkomo kakra. Let me run you through this report. Also, a new report released by the Ghana Statistical Service has revealed that 18.4% of Ghanaians who interacted with public officials in 2024 paid bribes, mostly in the form of cash, to access essential services. The findings, part of GSS latest report on governance, exposed the persistent nature of corruption in public institutions. Titled Governance Series Wave 1 report by the Ghana Statistical Service, the report highlighted widespread dissatisfaction with citizen engagement in government, with 70% of respondents saying the current system offers little or no space for the public to influence decision making. Bribery was more prevalent among men, who accounted for 68.3% of those who admitted to giving gifts or money to public officials, compared to 31.7% among women. Urban residents were also more likely to pay bribes, representing 63 or 64.3% of reported cases, as opposed to 35.7% among rural dwellers. Persons living with disability were not exempted from the trend. An estimated 21.1% reported paying bribes, with those having physical impairment recording the highest rate at 40.1%, followed by individuals with visual impairment at 32.5%. At the regional level, the Greater Accra recorded the highest incidence of bribery at 22.08%, closely followed by the Ashanti region with 18.1%. In stark contrast, the Savannah and Northeast region reported the lowest rate at just 1.0% and 1.1% respectively. The head of social statistics at the Ghana Statistical Service, Omar Seidu, emphasized the urgent need for structural reforms and stronger anti-corruption measures to rebuild public trust in state institutions. So this is a recent report from the Ghana Statistical Service. This is not a corruption perception. This is a real report. The Ghana Statistical Service, or the ABBA. Alaji.
Kwamina.
Salamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Nagedia.
Bagaje kwamina.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
So we are Korean.
Oh, Yamia do be a Korean. On you cry, we cannot complain.
Yes.
Yamini and Boafo.
Absolutely.
Yamini and Boafo in tea.
What was when you out to your ponadra?
Oh, you're to me for your name. I'm a Makai old tune be from Oil Lord Kenya.
Okay.
See, Kaka cry a benye dio. Intinayebre. Easy.
And I'm going for the edge of bribe.
Yeah.
The most watch appointments was him on Kofa.
The rate among women, I wasn't surprised.
Yes.
Because some pay
in kind.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't surprised.
Coming.
Oh, but it is true.
Oh, it is true.
Yes.
It is true because I ended up who commented on social media. Many saw your host from Himo. Coming up, in there. It be more certificate, what the appointment to know. Now, it be also was in nature, and I was a appointment. I must say, Abba. As I'm a woman, I would turn a yanka. But coming now, and I will wound someone whom you had the pan. But before, my bones 7. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
And Papa tell you to me now, yes, when you casa because me a gunning. Me a gunning ya, my so much to aba. In fact, taxes, no direct and indirect taxes, no. Yen are you chibi. And I feel, we are wishing you the goodwill there. Yanko Pononya Wadom. Now, last rainway coming in Yamonkoye. So far, no, there is a certain goodwill be around the president. Yes, a very goodwill. In the one day, ne or dragon of your chairs, my president, or your organic, on your sikapebi, on your being influence in your support the president, no. But Ghana for see ya bread. Yet to abana, ye be na the word that Diana, ye when you may be all cordon on the ya bread, internet bay, ye more supported every decision we take piano, ye but backo, now you took now you do man. Now, Kwamina, they bear make us me there. Say a president and I say back. 1, you cannot be a repository of knowledge. 2, president cannot make all the 10,000 plus appointments about couldn't. In fact, only more beer.
Yeah.
Into the baby as which is the coffee be warm. That among coffin one boy na your appointment. One boy na a juma's reason, a 2 minute quack. But come you see, send your this one you put him on a simple common one says former. Sometimes a penina. You go back again. No one now you appointing authority in the one the reason why ya person A B C D B wo honoma what be ones you call certain board to do in the report to be about out doctor ya what chairman or yeah fake doctor
Yes.
Dr. Annie Sansa Dali.
Yes.
I could tell you I can answer me. I'm not all your program with TV do. Sister station GH1. I know you're popular and they you come had this and you know it is common.
Yes.
Obia man who do know the doctor to no hodo. And poor watching a professor. Nso no nyin krata bia onye bibia o chede de medwuma na oye no oye doctor wo nkofo tina TV do radio do also oye doctor demi otonenru demi nso onye certification na akatese wo bonezi no call board do oye National Health Insurance Authority.
Yeah.
Ama government na akase ko ye ne hwehwem na wo akatese ni certificate a o cheme do oye doctor o dey fi in other jurisdiction pono kwame is even non-existent.
Ma original ne kitchen address doctor to chop pictures no.
Oh yeah, tete.
Yes.
And you see, I'm raising this question because your national security will come hadia. In the comments, what for be a jumumpa the menu pokrono. They run through your background check, everything. Sometimes certificate are presenting pono, and then what you call the biwado. Now what I confer from the University of School of Honor. Now I showed the school no acquire ampa, a real ampa certificate or a genuine na. In a whole government to a sensitive institution like National Health Insurance Authority for border yen to me an checks na yan hweda akete say documents on no kwa na do onya no kwa is coming or a big problem or a big issue. It's something that I hope there or nkwasi bio but when no coming or a criminal in nature because obi fake documentations certificates obi fake any other credentials bia undeserved no also called chair aban also called presenting obi bia there that man crate no kuto ozeba yedwuma kwame the mean poko no or criminality in nature into a there the state institutions are what mandate to picking poko up because me knew the kind of advice no nye how we influence in kofuma in day in yeme bankoye enti ne yabasre His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for no first phone say a trust in kofu bi na emma one of my appointment are yes, you may not know everybody, which I believe in that. But then due diligence no. Or cheda wo tum na way. When you the good will again of when you was amo no bodu baby. You must start to the can adwene za chiro. We no or a disgrace to the government. It's so bad. Very bad. In fact,
so expose is amba bontina. Enka I mean obi wo board da in quotes,
yes,
she's not qualified to be there.
Absolutely. Now come when you moya mewa, you will be more horn up. You about to abe wo ye juma. Yet one car campaign wo ye bin as or honum. In the afternoon, some of them are even calling for appointment. I won't ye be.
Than a pay raising beside a rabbi for pan of you or because Yansen in Kadabesi, the Mibri at this issue from Okatichi and the rest
allegations are allegations be a pick another intent you're picking be in there or Ben in Penyfuni Bia what NDC party and in fact in the young Penyfa Okrum Hade come near the Munkate say Ayana when you 1 year you 1 round snazzy and see you comforted to the young communities are and you made you more ye but net more ya in there sabi or warm minister be in the bed or warm penny be in the bed into any time ya not the payroll do no what you call. But for me, we need to go a step further. Now, you make sure that any appointment biano, the due diligence ni entum na yenye. Mama wanko ankwete ye bom kofu wanzi because paying be pobina asam. Ye bobin so anko certain position because or you be sabe no small girl. Or you be nampana or ye na twempana. Ye make appointment based on competence. It's a whole presidency. A whole program make appointment to know because Dr. Kalistos Mahama na necessary card na say was it what market say them appointments we. So we don't want to tell us that one year background check. We didn't know what we are doing. Now your national security we to ya run background checks of all them penyufo ya bobo wons na na. Enti me say obey ya let's go back again. No most of when your appointment bia no ni certifications as ya wo me tum na ya audit na ya hwehwem because me ma me wakwa nizi akete say why nizi. It is possible there. There are some others within Umpa. One ample could fake credentials was it Yejuma. Inti monkeys wouldn't work. Not baboon in Snanche because we be no ya fair. Be say I said be natural soon.
I know you're fair.
I know you're
a nice lady.
No me dream.
Yeah.
But I'm also in charge of the money ya baye. So I'm a minister be say penny be na girlfriend na dia bosom so lu Scott or cast man. It is none of my business. But our banejuma is a kamina. You find shankofu one say because you feel there. Why young darling boys and girls? No, let's deal with competency. What is even the criteria for board members? What is even the criteria?
And it's an indictment.
Yes, it is bad.
Yeah.
Coming on yet, especially the sensitive nature of the health insurance, you know. It's His Excellency my phone and his phone. Because His Excellency is another uncle Kufuado. No good will leave you. But some appointees be wants to ban a bit a basabi. And of course, Pano. Other not he was misled. Just because watching Kofu busy contracts and when I was there, nobody has no. Now what sounds were inflating. Because what is in top bumper, he wouldn't question. No what in a while pen the signature. Or we are children, no one any mercy. And that is so bad. It is Excellency John Dramani Mahama. President is a bido. We saw you in your first term. Appointees to be one. Second time we are be. You 8 years, you know, 8 years of 4 year MPP for not entirely, but you feel that the wrongs no see or no, come and correct them. Once you don't come in here, come and make those mistakes in the behind the magana of NGC war, young politicians woman, come in over kofum. Where brings me to the question, another topic, and you have ever discussed. Come in, I'm not so sure that you are surprised about the outcome of the survey.
Oh, for that one, I am not surprised.
Yes, you would never be surprised. Yeah. And I come out there when institutions be as a pay information. A per institution akasa 1 Monday today. On yet be on for more no. Or you need you more, but I coach the cocotia. Minimum na keba kwa step for na ke institutions and come out work away the most corrupt of Ghana had. You come out the institutions are most corrupt. Per the survey now what year no. Ghana Police Service. Ghana Immigration Service. GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority. And the government appointees are general what can one boom. These are the 4 corrupt institutions that will come Hadia. Ecuador, those institutions are corrupt. Police phones are one. I mean, don't we know?
Yeah.
Your boy phone like a cast of Abraham, they be in front country there. Police for was watching Abraham, they be a wajiska. Police are watching about it, they be a one count ask them there. They be at the Munko, they are corrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, young folk come drivers, one first come find share, one license for ma. Police for that. Is a police institution. Headquarters Bakachin, they don't know about some of these things. They know some of these things, you know. But in the economy, you become part and parcel of us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it is normal. It's even the police administration, they are not doing anything to cleanse themselves of that bad tag. Now that one the Ghana police is say urban bribe will come out there one na water waji.
But I want to cramp what bribe no ya hina.
And so I bribe. Come on, ya hina po bribe.
Obi enya asem na ebon nsa wo kakra.
Now, according to reports, you know,
Yeah.
also almost about 15.7 million times.
Mhm.
And I watch a bribe within 2024. Now, I mean, just imagine. Into so the 10 cities are on ya at a go 10 cities, 10 cities, 10 cities.
Debi.
Kaninya for boom times. That number now, what can one say? Let's say the car, or call, unauthorized, or could be more wanted. Just imagine. Ghana Immigration Service, are you surprised? Yeah, sure, young porous borders.
Yeah.
Sure, young borders see. And then Drew Bona was the fee and borders see from French country was the Bokrom are the on for borders. Unapproved route, one offer. Last time, when you could be in Komoko to go Kozigua and was about turning internazim. Also, some way in there. And tell no say Equa, offer be about ya duty for some of them. Not in Kaino, they would under declare it into what them port to Honomana. Not official, no. Someone when in business, no. Into a 2 official one now, maybe a 20 Ghana. Now the next one, no, maybe a buy 10 cities, no, or call individuals won't go to come. In fact, I catch them that qua flower. There is one woman here. On an album, when you want check. And I'm better when I just come from Monaco when you.
And see, at the bonus shemo, bribu bonus shemo.
They don't care.
Miss Sikana Obenyan say 20 Ghana, Obenya no waji dashan ko.
Oh, they don't care.
And Sikan cause a proper check. Masika ko abano no onko. By the end of the month, you go to the bank and acquire your salary.
Thank you. Oronko. And they know. Once they understand the system.
How do we clean the system? Because this thing, no, now no yes.
It should start with the institutions themselves. Because our company be a juma. Now today be obiarabos in the kastlefm one. A company say in existence and you try to do something to clean your image. In that car bro free say when you body do so I when you answer chin no. And on your day to me no. Police in bia no so what kadon kon koye juma. Ne uniform no was a body cam. Was it boom? Into that camera now was out water no how you cannot manipulate it. Into a barrier na say I recheck the cars we abas won kon bra. What uniform na no body cam boom. Into that banner say the officer they review. Into a bribe camera say ba bribe hono. But I had a yaka body cameras man do we even care. Na yentina kroma ade na Pedro Junction ya wa cameras honum. And so traffic light o si honum. They be able to was refer ko twetwa yes wo ko. Because we don't care. Because we are for the system no more. This is how they are supposed to make their money from. I wanted to come back to the same question that we are going to discuss. Ghana Revenue Authority. And can one a mandate one day. Obani yesi kajiji to na zo kuma ade bia one jiska no. Come the kind of deals all come inside honum. The kind of deals all could do inside honum. Companies of honoma, if you one more on tax rebate. But if you to me a kululu, now one more tax holidays, one phone call. If you more to my under declaration, na penyin bi sentana and all jena cat wechi. Into a church 10 million Ghana was in my banner. Also metua 3 million, 4 million za my ban. Dama 6 million na waka no. Also no returning ya to the penyin bi shecha no 1 million Ghana cedis is. Abakona wa kwaji. I mean that is a big issue for us. Into the loopholes and they be a kan wasem no odoso. Into the be abane pesika no za boye ho bra okrom ha dey. But ebekọ we ati no na what tax the ordinary Ghanaian. Meanwhile so one ya mandate one day. One share na woman share up by the taxes for businesses 110. Income taxes na za direct and what so. Those ones what to make sure that we chase businesses and other nkofo to waji the miskani nyina no. And they want to support they are sleeping on their job. If they are not sleeping, they are also deep neck with all that more corruption issues, you know. Obiare penezi na nse wetum na wakwa kan hono. Come in on tray. And government appointees ones, you know. I'm not sure the wages is so a secret. We all know the kind of deals that people are cooking. You have a school feeding program, for instance. And then just a kind of contracting be yet. You have contractors on quite a quanaza. So and check kickback and you be yet. Contract for say you won't be a chrome hade. Obitumi jabano contract to Kogune Kasane private firm. Now I face a per contracting be a quacoya. Of course, about 5 million Ghana cedis and some more contract makwaku juma. Who does that? And these are the key institutions I will chrome had there. And Kawaii will need you ya. kobotu ma boy na ketum na kenye yen ho. But in the institution themselves, they are doing it. Into come no koban them na, it gets into the head of the ordinary Ghanaian. Into your statistics, you are talking about menyifu na mbesiafo. She menyifu one number was to share bribe. In there's a pejuma kwa kwaye wo any of the security services. Kwame na so anya political appointee bi, another political influence bi, and not only do many adwuma bi akwa akoya. It means you are going to pay money. So anya political appointee bi, anya political influence worker bi a keep cost out today. Yere fa police fo nyimpa ba 10. Then the party na kasa ne office akede. Okay, these are the 10 people we are going to present. That's like the ordinary person. We boy from say kwa kotobi. Na afe wa afo wa kwa I'm telling you we fall that.
Na onumpono there may 10 people na yemfa the 10 people na the party numpono oziko numpono.
Slot about 10.
Anu crampo slot and
it's about 10.
Yes.
So on you be from about 10. Mekai ya call Ghana Fire Service one screening war ye regional headquarters wa hade. Mekoshia menyanko Daisy kwesi ba from oba sports do no. Ekoshia ne koshia akete of friend Samantha of Winiba. Enti enyim ye ho bata amenyim yanko no. Ekoshia ne yerizin komo about situation bibi de me na na ebushia akete no so na ba kan no ya yerizin komo. Enti one year strike acquaintance nya yerizin komo. Also etua 25,000. 25,000.
That time.
Yes.
25,000.
Some 2 years ago. 25,000 Ghana. And no Oruchia or fire service on that call. I'm here do a quiet screening. Menya problem. It was a missing channel. Na araho come. And I mean your office about mention or catch them there. Na yena agent na hade ni nyano. 99.99% were fine.
Because in Kofa
into a catch them there's some wobia or bomb on Panama fire service in ma. Men front na men can't channel there. The big problem I encounter wahadi. Then they will do it for me. My mama how mon come my won't come. Yana you join you close to buy 2,000, 3,000 no. What fine. Unless obia ewa influence any me there. What bomb any humanity for what contacts na you catch and this is what has happened to you.
And it is not from here.
Yes.
Why you didn't know? National. Why you didn't that?
National.
The screening is just a mere formality.
Absolutely. The same thing happens in police. It happens in immigration. Ghana Army. The same thing is going on over there. So on your party for you need to pay money before you go in there. In time make go to 25,000 Ghana cedis. Now come na make you do my year. Now mukoroma you expect me there. Remember you're squeaky clean in the system. It's not possible. Iron sharpness iron. I think mukoroma you to watch edumo. But still now no what did you scan sana kwakwe. It's not all the security services. Some of us area school, you took to scam on Kofu, you paid my eye. At a point in time, I can't catch them one day. See, come with them on Kofa, what bomb the me your Maya no. So the miss can come with a started business being poor. Senior, I come come in.
Once you are a victim.
Oh, come on, miss be some Kofu, yeah, wait phone lines, people will call and they will tell you. One I was come. I want to waste Kawamba. And a scholarship will come a hard impo. People will pay for scholarship 200,000 Ghana. No way a scholarship will cover over 200,000. But the miss cannot find per school of Uncle Brochi. But a pay scholarship. Not our pay scholarship. One should any Mazana de Nimazi. The fact that able to make sure that Mosicano, they will help you to read that my scholarship. This is the mentality of that Shin Mukrum Hadi. In time, as a me who call for warrior school now back. Now a pair, a benedict wa kwaya. So on your nurse and even nurses for some of them they pay. Because minimobia on warrior school no. Near batch of assistance now, what one would in a fee. But on no coach and was in a pin of man. Now was answer for a jumori, you must see some new cassy. But near group no, you won't call school no.
What's in a fee?
So if you can pay, you find your way to the system.
Clarence and Bay, isn't it been more clearance?
Yanko Ghana, Yanko teachers free, Ghana Education Service. Education the Calvin as it tra. Those days, no be an education now, or too much catch but to more to make sure there. Ni certificate on you know, or better no exams no, now we're too more perfect or yeah, those areas no. But coming now, I'm telling you for a fact today. And then you can say, you won't call 5 years, waffle ne Juma. In terms of education certificate, no, they don't have, but they are in the system. What charge more? A lot of them. What's the no room of honor? ni nyina corruption bia na okodo ho no nti no ya tete manyimfo ye bre ye understand because on pɛ bibia fi wo nkyɛn wuska na ɔpɛ but aketesia no ɔbɛnya bibia fi ne nkyɛn nti match bia bottom power azabaka kaji na we nya appointment nti na manyimi ankole de kasa na me see you see say you school na say one day wonyanko benyi na your classmates if he still struggling in life onya do ekwa adwunyo opportunity I will be saying na sabe wo ye fe
opportunity say
no because you get access to meeting painful bebre that impora me kwa hade yo o bo push wa kwa kwehye ho no but for benyin no even if you are highly competent come in oye zin papa e be a private work and bo push wa kwa kwehye but abana adwuma da be nye be kwa ba koye come in onye easy into some of these things you know one more tonkofo wana adwene do me brother say enkotua bribe orenye ye into obi ni official duty documentation oba sign ta money scar orenye hwe police clearance yin obi podo to kwan kwa brochi obi podo kwa ne masters wa brochi na za oba here police clearance and I know some people are on call police headquarters simple or tene for na was aman I think of course or 70 or 100 cities but to me quote 500 cities 800 cities oba na was am wa brimpo a enkonkodu ho no. It is there. This is our system. And in the end, you accept the corruption. No, it is part and parcel of us.
You found out normal.
Normal. You judge to me. Judge me the man. The man is the book. I won't complain for me. I should have been in the office. No way fool. Also now one could tell me answer, and that is how we feel. If you look at the regional balance, for instance, Accra and Kumasi, you wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Why? Because almost all the businesses, state institutions, headquarters na zini nyina no e wo na owo nti they decide from there nti mo Cape Coast ade na me pe contract bi me pe dwumasi makwa akoya so mo kwankran akwa wo na abakọ transact with business nti Cape Coast ade say kedere ya orenye ye. That is why these two regions we know because of their business nature nti no obviously they will be high akwa the savannah and other way na I mean they are deprived regions, so you know they'll be difficult there.
The opportunities there no will form. Yeah.
Yes, in no, I think I would also agree with all the survey no. And moya mo kakaya yenu anoma wo people living with disability for no. Into that yam very young couponumpo. Masabi the munko fi susumpo. What ba wo hiam bo no. One so suppose one for bibia and show one sema yam bo one. Enti oman ankasa ne be ambisa mo there. That value wa be kada ye Ghana you come in or himfa protection or himfa. And then I say, what kind of warrior? That ma job for a job
work abroad.
Work abroad way.
Yes.
Come and say boy site one ma. One to two sites no more. But when you come for social media, we louder. Once I can one documentation is able to free. You didn't come for away women them. And maybe I wait you more in your day and what kind of warrior NBSS have then. I am paying for no education manka and come for quite duly. They are qualified. Those who can see once it was one film. I am paying for being a work customer and Kadam Kofan Kawanska. So this is the system we've created. And one tea, there be leakages no or dorsum. And so either we are marking time. You mark time the man, you mark time the man, and then we are not going forward. You know, so a cheese that they be a quick reverse, but slowly. Yes, and a yoke native.
Oh, be free there, the figure percentage 18% no a small number.
Hey.
But you can in numerous terms
yes
also pa
now come and I say or you savvy
yes
into a first sample size me just that anka or your referendum and anka obia
it will be more than that
see that mean
yeah in one way or the other no with your bribe
it is part and parcel of us.
A per service be today a driving license. You will pay. Service like passport, you will pay. I mean,
birth certificate,
you will pay.
Mommy, so you ask yourself why we cannot win ourselves away from this corruption.
Driving license is when you may pay in the obedu tosto.
And then for school placement.
Yes, you pay. Yes.
Me say every facet of our lives so now your mom one day na say them come away na you pretend as if there on kodo hono and America no in governance no the giver the taker they are all wrong. So I kind of almost all of us because at the moment you hono na come you are so much in need of a job. Maybe it's almost 7 years in you. Or my masters. I keep on postponing. You want to land a payable job about to now was sponsor education. Now also to na ako. Inti afroba na no another young man or start about them no. Na onye that more opportunity no. So nyame na adom. No so onye baby no so kwasha. That my years now we wasting in nyina no. Opada what on because in the even to settle down to get married at the age of 30 years no yankopon no. I'm telling you. Come no yankopon because ejuma no erinye na akwa akoye. Na mebenya so mpa akotua no entum from bobra. Nti bebe na ya hand to mouth. They be am borrow word way. We are magicians living in this country. But may assure that anka your system ni ye. Na leakage is no conform. I'm not saying that other countries won't need these issues or honor.
But the, yes. One systems are strong.
Yes.
And one can say sure that udinimpo better today.
Yes.
You were involved in
yes.
this act. By Ghana, they feel proud.
Absolutely.
If you to me the man, yeah, the man come in. So we are proud. We are proud in our sin.
So be I be. I tell now, Mr. T, when you come far, fake Dr. Dali Nasemi. How is it possible that a whole government machinery, the National Health Insurance Authority, you make appointments? Now you see to you come back, now you come question for coronary
profile. Yes.
The profile.
Yes, they are pointing it to a board like that.
Come on, I mean, the normal, even teaching a human post, what for umpa, they run your background check, BBR to confirm there. You poko genuine and don't genuine. Especially if I come back to the school outside, because there are fake people within the system. Maybe you're in the school or quite, you write to them, confirm their certificate, or you know, you see, it is because it will be sharing either there, walk genesis cabino, or influence the system, no, and now so there. But on power, yeah, can ask me, and I will call honor. So, how do we do that? It's no coming at your best. At this juncture, no, me feel that you're starting for baby. Because it's ya no, yan patriotism no, wasa. And obi a nyopro kunu ho ze ma yo man Ghana. Obi a bisa no ho ma obenye fi omanu not what we are going to give to the nation. So da mana yan forefathers wo ye ya. Nka menjize na nka independence nke botum na nka yaje. Yes to stay nka kan crown nka by this time we amana yan want to start see na yan want bobra. One of our Ghana are in education system, young transport systems, young governance systems. Ebi mo probably before young constitution be once what it was a common as in nano. In the one and they've leapfrogged us.
In so in painful binomodo politicians do, but then ye free and would and you know so in one way or the other we are part of it.
But coming out, you said the American in Penifuna they have what it takes to prevent some of these things, you know. Because our opinion, you were once an ordinary Ghanaian. You knew the system. And I say, but I say about corruption, no, a bit to say, or your institutional reforms, or your kind of make who appointment. How you crack the whip when who appointees, what a mistake. But in the business as usual, we don't want to taint our recording, you know. So be a mistake, umpa. Na yes na kwa ho son kwa na kwat 19 enye boni bia ho no issues about gifts you discuss with you had.
Yes, of course.
And there's a presence in there, a minister, public appointee, one more gift not less than 20,000.
Don't declare
Fasha wo ho but I above 20,000 come and declare. What sort of mentality is this?
So it means you can receive gifts. But all do 20,000 come and declare.
Me here service if you want na. But me so boss, me pedamazi if you want no. Also you matter what you want my ramazamo. Well, I train 2 days, 3 days, you man 1 year. Next time na kwase no, oh, me ba na me talk. Watch me more than Jenniferzi. On your bribe na zema impakona. Na
sister bribe no po bo train in physical. On one bank account, no mobile money. We trade out to mama no be say hu do ye.
Abaka je for credit.
Yes.
I hear be cost no oh nka mo je 10,000 we na photo credit e bo tonsu about your bonus school fee.
Now, sir, the fuel crowd $1 for fuel.
Yes.
It's
a big problem. It's my man that young.
Yeah.
And coming as maybe I make a day. When some of these reports up by now, it shouldn't only end with discussions. But community and state institutions, if a report, then you look at ways and means you are going to keep those problems, How do you deal with them?
And they are called Ramsar site.
Yes.
Issue or Sakumono. The Forestry Commission in charge of that area, and the Wobon Kwedu there, or the Jim Kofunska 20,000, 100,000, and or they or go ahead that they should build at that place. And the Penamusha video, they were attacking him.
No, so Papa, he's denying.
He's denying.
Any serious state, the man will be picked.
Yes.
The bank account will be frozen. Above Rome, not Quackers go and account him. Nature passe. So I'm saying the corruption fight, you're not ready to come over fight too. We are not ready.
In what form when are you able to meet that fight corruption? Because I don't see. I mean, one may not put there a gift not more than 20,000. Don't declare, but beyond 20,000, come and declare. So how do we fight?
Yes, the how is the issue. 2009, Obama began Hadi, and as our President Barack Obama catch in there, we don't only need strong men, but we need strong institutions.
No, but the institutions are corrupt in nature.
So that's what I'm saying. We need strong institutions. You need strong institutions in nature, in the sense that today, Sami, what Monko National Bureau of Investigation, President no. So I owe my allegiance to the president, not to the Constitution of the Republic. And the president, my order, one investigation, one son of a investigation. Who does that? Yoko, yet to come a day. Yenya who own businesses, we live with people in our communities. And when we see, onye jumabia. I was trying to resident. I was trying to a business be. Man trying to one petition one sana. A quack investigation. Yet in a chrome matter what catching in there. Obi about your political appointment biano. Declare your asset. Constitutional mandate. There is a reason why I can declare your asset. I will catch every 2 years biano. Kwana quite fresh was asset in decline because ebo kwa benimuno. Who position about quano. Ebi about a car for free. A bus than for free. Into my young one there, a buy no, a tomato can be a to my way. In fact, if I say, "Whoa, jewelry simple," you declare all of them. Score bank accounting, you declare all of them. About the Abbey Academy. Into say, you would not mind institutions in on your measures in your honor. 1 minute is easy than one day. Eh, no coming suman, or you want Kastle FM, but so much 5,000 was a man one day. Or could a car way, all of a sudden, no, I got a total Land Cruiser. You can call the person and question him there. What's salary? In the Juma Yamuno, the Mr. Kenya were him fa, and I got caught to the Macano. Into that chama won't me unka okitana. Macaba Samacho. They buy the car for some of these small boys. No. And so why do you there? Or you want one cars? But it belongs to this big man. Oh. Into a Concrana, Lamborghini, a Pebugatti Nazina, well, Buohono. But so one of the boys now want to motor cars. No. I bet you want a way. When you secure him for and I was to
that comes in the lifestyle audit.
So some of these things
we don't care.
But also no him that's our pride a lot to the latter. It would also affect him into no or in yet. Bono. I'm a player, I'm a referee. How is that possible? Or in ye. Into my bay in there. Yeah, but some brand no, yeah, from Quay more. So I feel there we need strong institutions. So that makes my American Secret Service. What take one decisions? They are independent of the presidency. They don't tell them what to do. They will even direct the president on the security matters and details. Yet no chroma na Donald Trump Obi Bonetri Secret Service, the person in charge. When an investigation be service and a question and more win there, you feel that your responsibility and I was sacking. And for them, when they come to responsibility for their actions, was he a human? But for how they know, what do we see? Yantina had a former CID boss catcher and there. The message girls when we want tap credit
a girls no.
Yes.
When they will be back to their families very soon.
In there she has been reappointed to another area in Prononco. But this clearly shows that the person was incompetent at a Jumana as a man no. and so obi a man adwuma na so no some wrong information is it not deterring enough for them pakono eba saken but you come day we don't owe responsibility to anyone anything goes abrofu eba time do obi wa bonus in the corrupt acts be for no and time na was ma resign and time na wa resign
but how the court or by a battle of law
yet no come you want to fight corruption na kwame na CJ we be a problem kakra na when you confess the committee for accountability and other problem seeking to know no be in accountability no it is less of an issue the budget never carry the sack CJ now pay for you want if you cannot hold them accountable then you expect to be on over from no never carry number accountable okay. No worry yet. So that's what I'm saying there constitution boy if said changes be a amendment be a what my engineer powers in be president in him John Dramani Mahama, he's making about 10,000 appointments. Kwamina, in every equal sense and right, he wouldn't know everyone. Some ministers I can understand. Deputy ministers I can understand. But some was don't go board soon as in how can he even know everyone? People are lobbying. I cannot do about catcher and there. People are sending him his CVs. So these are the issues that for me I feel there. How we are going to solve some of these problems, you know. But I mean, until then, no. Every day, anytime you be a Baba Tade, ya kasa woman yo. And so next year, there's going to be another report, and so and we will still have the same problems, and we are not solving anything or no.
Okay.
It's you know, yeah, but because me feel there's a system you okay. Now me copy you because me painting no, me some Pagano police service. My cotton mo phones, my filery, mukwa, one share my height. Me uncle be called fire service here. Akwana no jina one no soon for one height. I know Rusuno. You call no worries. Or disqualifying Kofuno. I know Kofuno watching.
But on the height is disqualifying Kofu.
That's why I know some why.
All right, we say Kastle 90.3 FM. More messages in Embra. Yesterday we will connect with our Professor Stephen Moore at the University of Cape Coast. Now, in common on this particular issue. On into more messages in number 0244743143 0244743143 text message or WhatsApp message Fabra na is in common and the area bree 0244743143 text message or WhatsApp message Fabra na is in common. So we are trying to connect with Professor Stephen Moore from the University of Cape Coast. Na is in common kakra on this issue. The corruption. Are you a victim? Even a service in a copy. You paid money before that service was rendered to you. Even a service. Into my mental 0244743143. You text message, another WhatsApp message. Fabra, even service. And a copy from government institution or government agency, you paid bribe before that service were rendered to you. 0244743143. How is this corruption issues affecting our development as a nation? All right, so mamunka humanodo na menye Professor Moore Nkozi Nkomo, Department of Mathematics at the University of Cape Coast in Zinkomo area. All right, so we are trying to connect him. All right, so Osman, let me be a question. how is this corruption issues affecting the economy, the growth, the progress of our economy?
Yes. Coming I say definitely it will bring a lot of the wastages no productivity no bokufo because the culture of urbanism no it would end up in the pockets of individuals. It is duly a service ever call an institution ever call now why charge be out to the corner quite to the musicano non urbanism the musicano urbanism but it ends up in the pockets of individuals. So government loses revenue. Okoban da mana sabanu so enye sika so a urban yen statutory payment to certain key institutions yentum yenye development aye hwehwe no yentum na yenye. Then again too no aban would only resort to say ye pray ye bibia then taxation until two and de bia what to yendo na de bia no what to lo to yendo de bia na to also the revenue are directly abani benya na able to boy ho bre no then okoba dem na yero nkonkonya honom coming now to some extent this same issue we know it affects the moral fiber of the society meka to menye pan bi nya encounter ama meta ase there sanka wenzi dream obebi okwakoye adwuma na nka wentu mensi no kwani yakopon so na nyimnyi so obi ye adwuma na sabo so mo so man 4,000 Ghana cedis that person is married ebia wo mba ebie ne baasa otua school fees even so ko free education in pa in the share provision but from wo ko school share utility bills no bo share insu na light ya share ada nyamanyama bia o kan wo honom share dzibano pono bu okrom hade na kwame na azini nya kebo ma wo salary no tetu no nyina afafim wo savings obaka hin e basida na botu mebanya sika as a young man akara mokoto asase na metu mesiden mokoto car and the Corolla ya 2006 ya wa bebedui epe bia to number 60,000 70,000 na wo salary uniform of 4,000 a month in pa kekani na bom da how many years and never you na 70,000 no
Alaji
you see the moral fiber na there o shaga na bia na team dem so mukashema
yeah
maso mko
yeah
and that is the orientation of the Ghanaian. It start from all school papa catch and school ko to a bribe or senitium where we secondary school ko university or per hall of affiliation pa sometimes they even influence on that level no where we school na wa be fie no by national service no why na ko baby on pe inter per redirection ko different institution bi wa you need to go and pay. I mean just imagine and a permanent job no simple no go and pay again.
Yeah.
It was the attitude the who come had in Ankasa.
You
are corrupt.
Oh my God. It's more messages in Embra. Let me read some of your messages in about 10 minutes. Good afternoon, fellow Ghanaians. Change the constitution. It's me, father at Elmina. School at Dinaman School Gate. I doubt the bribery percentage. It should be around 40 to 50%. Good afternoon, Kamna. In this nation, corruption has become the order of the day. Stand border is not. Okay. Standard border is not standard. The police is not policing. It's just sweet sin. Kwamina. Okay. John Saki, mine is passport office. Oh, okay. Passport. When you're young, I will not doubt you. Passport office. But Chiama. I remember wants to go roboys in.
Passport office is he. My carrier the previous administration what kind of was be about offering on your express. Yeah. Saying you're able to know your passport within 1 week, no business kind of passport. It means there is a market for it. In fact, our services, no. Yeah. If our passport within 3 days, would be go through a process or by no one's account. Even answer some money and pay. But individuals, Mama was share office in one and one why one cartel. And I want the Missicano, a bit too much 2,000. Obi to more pro to Quen. No, your passport by next week. About to march by 3,000. I'm telling you within 3 days. 4 days or by an hour's ammo.
Good afternoon. I'm Courageous from Courageous Kum from Asokwe Salmon. All right, Western Region for Yechewon in Asokwe Salmon. I experienced some when I was seeking job at both army and mining sector. Then the more shit. Now army won't go to the mining sector. Hey brother. Yami hu mobile ati. The Ghana National Fire Service and the Ghana Immigration were the jobs I wanted. 18,000 Ghana cedis each to get access to, but I wasn't picked, even though I bought forms and applied. Hence, was asked to go for medicals. Osman, okay. Also, point of correction, Corolla X is now 170k. 270k by under declaration. So you paid 18,000 Ghana cedis. Wow, 18,000 Ghana cedis. But I am victim on this issue that we are talking about. I'm giving you just 10 minutes. Now, is in 0244 408 046 0244 408 354 0244 408 046 0244 408 354. I want you to share your experience with us. What the no ben down the ekuchie even kwando na echie. Yeah, even kwando on your father echie. I mean, share your experience with us. Or you have an institution, have an service in a pay and ekuchia. The kind of bribe echie elho or by in a form of bribe another okado pebibi kakramam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Papa. Mapocho, yen paying fear was it a person to know what you bribe be or ye a person when you bribe in coffee or what you bribe or what you cast in Ella. Now you won't maybe I watch on the car, watching the car. Madame Melta de whom Melta de where Penny. A person when you bribe one of the card common. Why you will be a collector, Chumko? That's why I tell you. No, or pay me what you bribe or your cousin, Nella.
Yo, Medasi. Okay, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
I'm a minute taxi driver because UCC. Now you're from West Kennedy.
Okay.
The spirit manager 5 city. I mean, I can drive.
What UCC gate?
Well, Jimman Sana, we were working on board in Kitty Kennedy. I will be changed, Origin 5 stars and a Janam Wapo.
Wow. Now, Origin 5 cities no search Kanuma.
That you answered to
Uncle. Medasi. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, sir. F.O. Yeah. HR bribe believe that. It's annoying. Okay.
MTC for Ompun or road, Ombetina, maybe an ascension more oil. Next group, no, so upon my former opponent, my former school of police school. No, upon after what you know, I have to my former across one gas and my former one. All right. The motor. Oh, check it at the cast. No, what you want, no, you're 20 Ghana, 60 Ghana, 70 Ghana.
All right. Okay, but I see. Yes, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Yes, boss.
Oh, Jerry, you come to nursing training.
Nursing training.
Up for family.
So I ain't gonna tumu cry and uncle. Okay, so
cut down. 10,000. And when admission I'm over.
10,000 Ghana cedis. Papa,
10,000 Ghana
I like your story. 10,000 Ghana cedis and orange admission. Then a chase school fees. So a chase school fees.
School fees in town, brother. School fees in town.
Wow.
Carry down before admission. Go for Brian Nukotoku.
But now we not qualify and I don't qualify.
Qualify perfect. What could you be genuine? A home catcher will tell you the man. Aha. Protocol what the back. Okay, party now 100 over 100. Unya admission da ukoso do munya. Ministers may politicians what see your mind I mean. Ghana de yenye. Hi.
Yamio.
Bye.
Bye. Medasi. Wow. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to say Savoy.
Yeah, because you mean too.
Pamela, at the power of Mugani in Swissina, 50 cameras, Nombo, and Mugana and the Zangaza. Pardon, the Kuno against Famana. Why the Kuno the pain and pain over the soil, Yuma? I got the Kuno to million watching. Your program was to hear. The church you can do. Shut up, why a couple? So the 3 weeks, why 3 weeks convention? That's all got you for the pay. I got to your prayer 2 weeks. It's a kid, maybe imagine the middle of the secretary, no, but then there's a group paying all the time. It's a paper sabbath where the new bank was just anyway. I don't know what paying them. Just pay a convention from my office. And now you say, about Saturday. And I thought that time, why you church and so? Why you pass on Ghana?
Why you pass on Ghana?
What can you come?
Okay.
And the Mr. Payne there. Oh, 1 year, Capul on the Connecticut, one for me. Don't let you know what supported they will go. I don't hear them. I know unable to sue me for every.
But I see.
Hey, what a Bible on the middle of all the story. Oh, you're going to get out. Oh, you guys are your lawyer. You have a trouble saying, yes, but then I got with you. And you make them to one they got with you.
All right. Let us see. All right. But as you can see, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
From George Mukasefia.
All right, George. Me too.
But Mr. Ghana crazy here. Uncle Amina, your man was say you. I bay. Require birth certificate to
birth and death.
And a through municipal through.
Okay.
I catch on say, I can't normal price and say 35 cities to 7 members of a pen and times are for 2.5 from there. That means, hey, you matter. Namokoya man baby. Since you are my woman, say a pedal, Sabio, a Nedgy Dimpa, to the police fire and cook. For an iron for a cadabia when I'm with Skaka, or what talk police station 1,000, or we will pay 1,000. Or broke, what will you apply again as was a man? I'm coming a white chili panel by 10 times for now about police station. Actually, go to my I don't never be there able for case.
No way, you know.
We're done. Our Cape Coast here, I give you be a corner. Oh, no, I and then. Oh, that private is put them nest or dosa. No, was a sabacatin.
Okay.
Abuboya, so I was a sabacatin. I don't yarn. Nigeria near our Ghana or our town. I see if we are quite private on it. So I gave you a heavy Abocona. Oh, a police warrior way and plan will be walking with. Abocona or one hour. Watching your Cochinaba. I didn't would judge. They be watching, they would judge. But I said, no, you're my police, but they would judge. But I say for no police station for that. Good afternoon. Yes, sir. Captain, me too. Okay.
Medasi. Okay, Medasi. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Swan.
Yes, boss.
Ghana, I think that my brother be free. I wouldn't conquer the nursing training. Or you serious.
Wow.
Obi nso say ose okoye birth certificate. Brother, alcohol or turning keke. It's like now the normal process it's not working again. You do what na near the agriculture. Then if a penny there pay this. And our Trojan figures in Suno, and you need a 10 and the same institution now so you will be forced to pay. Now, the other year on I am the Biameka de Ghana, see, I am careful, I beg a cafe. Yen, a man has a pon codo. Abezintina, yes, security forces, security services here way. A penipa, you find the police, or penipa, maybe 100 for this particular batch for training. No, what on forms over 2,000 for what? Kastle corruption, Libya. Into 2,000, we're bringing them for 100 at that particular point in time. Now, over 2,000, you know exactly that you are not going to pick those people.
Yeah.
And protocols on so woman pointy one protocols on so was saying. So why do you then do that? Into the Nippon of force, you know, for the force Okoshima, what do you expect the person to do? So sometimes in your man or don't know, baby, where your forces in mono. These are some of the things because politicians are now question. Into now buying by the you're instructing now, they will do exactly what the master culture. If we depoliticize our security forces, Ghana, you'll be
all right. Medasi.
Good
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
But our poor man.
Yeah, me I do now, swear.
Yamiadum, but you're better to
for me too.
Ghana and Kasa. Ever can him painful when you hope the hour money will be. Can him painful I out to Abama one. Ever can win Jazina answer. Even I didn't say American them. Yet so many wash off in Marco school. School no what will cry, you know. What's the brabber yard for small man? One can a brabber discard for small man. Bosom so what you work out. But the able copy in office, some for envelope and toa. Who paper no more what I said that you catch a clean and number from Concord 20. Abo man you mean. Into your bomb pay. There's a surgeon you do one way at the now. Umber your many.
David.
And I had them all many. I
won't put the back up, but I say good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker,
okay, Mr. Speaker, I'm too.
I'm here for Nasha for. More discussion here. I said, could deep, Mopember pa, no minya time, ample time in a ministration before a Kasakasa about corruption. Mumbo Mabaso, my idea for Kastle FM. And into more. Opening, it seems say corruption, no, I bet say. Normal thing. We don't care about it. I had normal. You need implication. We don't have any detective bad idea. Normal. We are your she. Arasa. Obili yempa. Let's say ni pokune yo chumule as the crawling on ye. Taking us normal. And for all these things, no, these same people they go sit in the church. Say they are Christians. Oh, as Christian, we are Yankasi and woman. I said, we don't care what it is. It's normal to us. I'm very serious. Now, as a country, I have built for you and I. I'm economy, I stable. Yes, young person. That's a damn corruption or that. We can't do what we want to do.
Okay.
Okay.
But I say, good afternoon, last caller.
Hello.
Yes, boss. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yes, sir.
For from me, I'm a Kastle bonkus.
Okay.
Let's say this bribery na the one. You were white color bribe, but you are going to
okay.
The Echo Embassy now. A year or penny per 500, but what on over 10,000. And the equity could be able to be so we reject one, no refundable. No refundable. Also, or yada or the issue.
Right.
What do a dangerous cry? A good insurance, BTI, it was American law, so and so what are you? You are not qualified to cook. No, I just can now.
Okay. But that's a baby. All right, I'm going to move for Kobia Bill for now. Later on, I'll open the phone lines again. Now, is in common. Yeah, try the Sabaka Professor Stephen Moore from our University of Cape Coast. Now, is in common. At a cross until so at Nasi, a busy in common. But me read you message kakra. If you don't have 350,000 or 400,000, you can't join the security service or the force work. Those the NPP paid at the security service didn't buy any form. If Mahama doesn't sack these people, corruption will still be there. Okay. Congressman, 18K was even part payment aside the 1K credits. 5K provisions. Aim high. Hey, aim high. I don't know. No, oh yeah, yes, no. Oh yeah, yes, no. Go to 18K na di na. Hey, I know you. Master, it has even gotten to private sector. I just want 2 crates of beer last week. I had to pay bribe. If not, I wouldn't have gotten it because it's scarce. Wow. BIS scarce into a bribe. I'll see. I'm Mary from Cape Coast. I wanted to go to immigration and they told me I should pay 4,000 before I can join due to that I couldn't go, and it pained me a lot. Please, Ankamna, we need help from the government. All right, the government should help, please. You just 4,000, okay. And the minimum 18,000, 4,000 in Yimponojido or Dunumbiara. My sister, 4,000 because Kakasan for 4,000 or Jido Dunumbi. Aye. Good afternoon, Mr. Host. According to Ghana's Tax Card Service report about corruption in 2024 with some percentage, to my view, the then MPP government, most of its appointees were so much corrupted. They were into so much corrupt scandal, and Akufo-Addo fighting corruption was dwindling. So you can see his ministers, most of them were into corrupt scandal. Just name them. Many scandals from PDS, Polygodam, Skytrain, Japan royalties, ECG missing containers, Kobre Dubois, NIB scandal, COVID-19 airport scandal, the power bet, money scandal, Ken Ofurata, mismanaging Ghana economy, sending us to his peak of borrowing. When you look at the way Mahama have tackled the corruption, is different and transparent, and accountability than the way Akufo-Addo dealt with corruption in this country. All right, Sammy from Kotokraba. I see. Statistical Service is correct to bring this percentage of corruption out. Sammy, yeah, that's it, baby. Okay, yeah, that's it. So let's try to speak with Professor Stephen Moore in about 10 to 15 minutes now. From our Department of Mathematics, University of Cape Coast in Zinkomo. Prof, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Prof Mbocha Pome.
Naminado.
Yeah, there me say. We are busy at the be there agenda day in Zinkomo.
Okay.
There is a recent report from the Ghana Tax Card Service or indicate about 18% of Ghanaians paid bribe for public service in 2024. Some of these issues, Oba, what runs through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, the problem our Ghana, or problem our Ghana. baby abekobia. In fact, I can report now. It can report in the now. Report no onye only 18.4% in pupena oye the adekosa owom or kanye there. Also sende dodo na will be someone there. Ebantina what you adam sike. Asama dodo na kind 3%. What can you there? What better one the my fast man. Inti dam bribe payment ni nyina no oye aza oye nkofu dodo na wotua no wope wanzama da wobaya nzama nentantam ama wan na wa aza wope da waya nentam inti say ko office bi say akọ town planning koye kope wo document wo na epenentama obaka da I want the bibi to ansana ko baby aboko bi abaka for bibi baase obaka da baase for bibi to ase na yenya nentam mo nti oye and also the nyina so ye pen zaman nti iko baby people won't be sure but wa so nyim da ade no afa bibi ambo asa won ye wa da hwehwe mo nti ai ma aya za abaka ho aya za abaka afiri be nyina abaka ye ma ni muma the dodo gofo ekaya o say apart from the 18.4% dodo na was say what you bribe no ibiso damu kofu nya ibiso de banze wotua ya wo mu 33% was say na wo pe wona de intentam nti oye ada e pe wa de ntama na wo di bibi atase ya ma ya ada awo aka
so in a nation you botumi akade some of us I don't put encourage for these bribe taking officers to take bribe.
Both sides. One side in there. I Sunday I subani bia abadaya ne mani munti. Say ikejina baby sa passport office mpo na reko na passport no itu 500 mpo na botu metia. Itu 500 1 year mpo afeko na wonsanka. But ikebi so passport office wo ya obaka chodo epenentama zaman 1000 obaya mo enti osande madama bakwa akoto afeko a won kasa mo na obisu se mama ne 1000 obaya ma 2 days ze bonda also epententam ninti is wa ka shim ne aka pesika za ma obi mo aye ibi mbo wa azene wa aye mo da ho enso ba in fa in mo no abaka ni nsem ya fa ma ebe mian ya ba teten
Prof, Mr. How is these issues on the first timer these corruption issues are about? I mean, how is this issue dangerous to the development of this nation?
In fact, a danger man bribe and corruption is a danger man because first it poses the situation where the rich get away with everything and the poor are left struggling for everything. Enti epewo bibia yo chene iwosika za iko bibia za pede ye bia no obeya ama. Inyi sika za pede ye bia wo batete wa afizi na wonsanka. Enti atete some of the truth of this issue is that it poses a threat to all of us. We are all not safe in that sense. In the sense that if you want your things done and you think paying someone is the best way out, you just look for money to pay things and go away scot-free. And because everybody is looking for the money, eko baby ane tiyo watika. Adene po ya popo waba gugu mama ko baby. Enti oya risk mayenyi na se ezo bari ko school ana oba ko school akanya boni bi na afizo to baby what say ada wa yen onye ise nyimde bokoro ko to metu obi ka ma we jana bokoro ko tu am we jan enti in the essence no the rules of law will be broken down because one hour sika obotu metu one way out of every situation. And this is typical thing that is all Sigana and bring it was Sika baby abokobia ultimate your way out. and it affects us. It affects everything. So in the end, people get away with murder. People get away with doing the wrong thing because they have money to pay it out. And these are things that are going on, and it still goes on. I don't want to cite examples of galamsey issues where people have money, and because they have money, they get away scot-free without facing the right punishment. Or where people flout traffic laws, they have money, so they go scot-free. When people do anything, people just take the law into their hands because in the end they know they can pay their way out of everything. So those who cannot pay their way out of everything, they suffer the loss, and in the end, when they feel aggrieved, they will not take the right measures. They will take the wrong moves and the wrong measures, and it will come and bite us all in the butt.
Is it that the institutions mandated to fight corruption and one year and the reports of such nature oba yakani gudu and the political will is not there to fight this canker?
It's all the three I've mentioned. First, the weakening of institutions. The institution is weak. How can you fight anything? Police say I can report to case war. There will be IOBB. I don't want about check what they follow up. There's no money. They don't have any money or budget for that. In the end, if there's no budget for that, or the money there's not enough, they will have to rely on other sources. Maybe the person who is reporting the case, maybe something else, and then this festers on. So that it becomes like it was Sikana. You just do what you want and you move on. And so institution weakening, when institutions are not strong enough. Look at the office of OSP, the office of the special prosecutor. This is an office that is supposed to take action on many things that are going on, whether crime or anything. But if the political will is not there, it will not be strengthened. One man is here more than the cases in Kofu nature. Emma we to Abakada Abia to see the other has money under her bed. They will just say, oh no, we have cleared, it's not a problem. Then the special prosecutor says it's a problem. Then Yoko says it's a problem. Then the politician says it's not a problem. So if the politician says it's not a problem, I don't buy there, offer Kebia and come Yoko, offer Kebia and come special prosecutor, so that they can do the work they are supposed to do. So it's a thing that it affects institutions because of politics behind everything. Say obi kaya ban na say yakada o why ban wakachin na afi obi say ya party nipa yakajina. In the end, anything or any illegal thing someone does, they will just have to find political affiliates to back them up. So you can pay your way through political affiliates, or you can pay your way through some other means, connection or whatever. And that everybody wants things faster and easier for themselves if they want the thing. John, I'm a problem, or increase. You're sure the 2013 is about what you okay. But every year and year out, you can see it is increasing, it is growing. The percentages are growing up and up because everybody wants things faster and easier. And if money is the way to go, you pay it and you go your way.
Prof, young for we see her, but the Munko about you do, we will definitely.
The Kura Mepada Gamakam, okay, change there. Also, change there. In never be wa. You go to Mama damn bribery and bribery sending a film.
Okay.
In never be wa. You go to my Obama bribery some no. In all film pa oboko form. You go to Mama Akofom.
So, Prof, if I'm giving you 2 minutes,
what's 2 minutes? The 2 minutes being there. Say, young fan there toll boots. Say toll boots was the tolls who will be cutting out at the end of the day. Ebi ani yanko for the buffer. We be also one call. Obi buffer onyimino or the abaju sika. A coffer a minimin yenja and uncle. We can digitize. We can digitize a lot of things in the country. So a toll booth, we can digitize it. So a payment for infringement on rules and regulations, we can digitize. Eko Abidjan haya, Eko wa. It's not called traffic lights. na ekotwoma bo wa na enya message wo phone do pempem them traffic light wo them street do wo car 200 say inamna say picture cho e ka for traffic light as in both seat belt we cho picture bo na we wa send no message wo phone no do enya message e ka for them light as in both seat belt 100 cedis enti wara boso afi boso renewal of driver's license no na intra da maka ni nyina wie ya ekọ driver's license the already renew driver's license pe da maka ni nyina was bobo asa na waye ono saka na richu woka so wuzi da car bi da the register car ni biwa was da maka ni nyina bobo na waje sika na efi ho. There are many ways. If we digitize a lot of things, we can benefit from reduction. And all them now, obiari go to traffic light, the police be in background now. Kada masa from bonicha meize. Wa mi fi achemfo, uju fi achemfo. Yeah, bonicha ya una ya ngo. So, but if we do digitization of our society, we will benefit a lot from huge reduction in corruption. And this is well known all over the world. There are a lot of things that has been written on these things. Also, we can scale citizen-driven accountability. Say, it will be a kabibi. It will be a kabibi. Ako office be. It would be record. It be na wire orally. I was to me. What's will be uncle church that way? So for what was in you pay 100,000. Will be uncle church or BB. And to say, what to create them platform, no, then we will be a kabibia. And can movement and kept coast, there will be there. What about our platform, no, do, or be a won't be again, be a controller. Yet then you go face with there. One should one shines a bank for the chore, no one cushion there, Catassia, no, if no feel papa, Nayan Sodo. What I say? Okay. Nti iman kan be brave bad mama for the maybe nyina ebie ya mo fancy ana chi so ya pele yezo nkomo
Prof ya da se be brave ya brave for your inputs
mazume das
all right
mazume das
why you nice Professor Stephen Moore from Oyo University of Cape Coast in Nkomo on a report by the Ghana Statistical Service. This is not a perception. This is a survey coming out. Now that across anti atenase. Damasuna Eja Sam or atenase. Nana Unia Akaba.
Oba the other one be aboko.
Yeah, I see. Me de AK aboko.
Oh, yes unti. Be aboko. And then na yenu anu manu mo aswanse abekrampa musunkwa kwakutu ene the enclave chiliku ne ade na sumdwe ne ade no ensu se yes chainsaw operator bi ko twa aduama ekobo high tension na so ba bi ma omo da sumu but area me ko fa ho no na electricity for no omo gina so omo ye adwuma me gidi se samre de omo nwie mpo a akakra bi na omo ye nti ye beda electricity for no so am da bi ya me kan ye papa e beka wo ye bone so e beka e ba ne sei no omo ba betu anamoma adese ya ho because esumu da teachers e ho ne abadwumafo ho bebre fon so adum nti omutu ho anamo e do omase nti kede boni bi ani ho asumdwe ho pa
meda say Sam
wena
akwaba
abaz na da yenia atakwa ni nche na wasesa na mama onse ba ni bisende otedana olo nyamezi wa ni zewe na wa kan yimbe de seyi sisi az nyame na wa yimbe de seyi nkan da ba no ti esa o majority mo minority nti wa me nti nyimpa ni zewe
Some make your wife phone or your phone. Oh, yeah, be a meal because it's a rapping. This is a fresh and oh, yeah.
Amy, country broke, country no broke. Are they inside? Because me him there, and yen pa, no boat too wide. And what's some shabby? I am me. They be a yamina madden, and Timo come being in Anno. Many the do.
na meda dwene nyinaa no Nyankopɔn na made dane osande sɛ Nyankopɔn ka de yes a me hutum bi owa asase ro botum wa dane nti emizi o de bia nti hu da ma fresh anya de eyi me wa power mameta anyen ma babozi mameta anyen because power no power sanyame nkan a de senyiru ntum ye hwe no no ne zinna na oba ose nyame aye ne mu waka de senyi that is mu je ma shada ma monitor na ndị na-emesi na ndị maka chen ndị ya nyimpa aye ehu nyame aye me nyimpa so aye ede Yankopɔn na ase
okay yes I made I say all right ebusia enti more messages in number 0244 743 143 0244 743 143 but it is important today you start with this conversation now it's called the corruption reporter, the Ghana Statistical Service, or the other, are very important that we need to discuss. But maintain in about 5 minutes on it.
Kwame na mze yantia TF4 and by millennium tempo yantimi yantia TF4. Prempre yaman penny do mahama. One penny for be a bar pro bono bono a half on a half a region. I'll move in a mebo memeda. Our goso. Watching on Beko Sunyane, my boss fell scratch over su, our ya ban a casamafo or casa pro boy. Now, ye share any more saying Uncle Ponde or Mampenny, your Mahama, then penny for more two quiet fling cry, I could peer bonon and a half for Mantem Winna. To me, be a moody be an mom home by no sound for mom last dream. And me peeing a bank a Simon Cana, or would you may be a moody be an amentia me came penny for. Samere o maso go so emse na mmere ni ho ma yenti wa yenti mi anti ya no fache eti obi bia aka ni nyina abom ko aka o nyina abom me dc ona border na emesa wodi na mabaka push ya de me amenu ya Georgia Sata one me regional minister me chia o mo na area bre menua emse corruption somebody metie bi na wo hwe nchirechire mu a penifo Ghana Statistical Service de ba ye na ene de penifo a o makasa afa ho nyina na kwa me na de bi wo wa in fact na situ ne be den kakra na situ ne be den kakra na so ye hwe yenim se den ya improvement be ba baby e man kakra bibia be ye kama nti nsɛm a ɔmode aba no yɛntimi nkasa sɛbe ɛyɛ bosiremu ka ɛyɛ nsɛm a ɛyɛ den ɛkɔ so na wohwɛ de yɛ mpanimfoɔ ɛde ato dwa yi a kwamena baabi wɔ hɔ a ɛnhyɛ da nyɛ boapayɛ sɛ wokɔ a ɛsɛ yɛgye wo sika but Ghana no anaa bibifoɔ no ɛyɛ ayɛ suban sɛ obi wɔ hɔ a ɔni mfomsoɔ biara wɔ n'adwuma a wɔyɛ ho but ɛka akɔyɛ sɛ ade kyɛ koraa mpo a yɛkyɛ ne koraa mpo no ɛyɛ akɔyɛ bɔne obi wa nye bo apaye se o ma bribe but ono tu ono no obefi se bia o che wade because obi ye bibi ma ona se eso wani a o che na de but Ghana no obi ye papa mpo na o da na simpo a na akwa wie se o we de eye bribe ena e bia de ayeden o de amanti mebre no intention etade na chi no kenye ne bone so na emom omo bewie no na ye ready meaning dia akoma ma akwa yete se eye bone nti ya mompa ye mo man no ne se sa na ye ma ne so beti but ebi mo ho nso a kwa me na ebi mo ho nso a ekwan omo fa so omo gye no ebi mutimi ka na open ona de me ntra ha nka se ensi obi mutimi ka na open so na ade a me ye mpo no won ka hwe nkyerɛ won ka hwe nkyerɛ oh na nti de me yema we mpo anya me hwe eno saa no de e ba saa na hu se nkofo nso a mo ka no ma hu so wi de asa wo gi nipa ne bibi obi o be hu sa de kro na waya ma one kra na da ho but anam say on ka bibi an kire ni nti wo kwa obe den obedi to stores saa kwa me na mu nyina bi tren nti ana wo kwa ba bi na fi say ya naja wala abo ahụ ka wende no kwasem ye ba akopɛ ɛwɔ be institutions ni nyina ewum me metra ha nka sɛbe ya nyaade a me ma ye bida o nya ne bone so but at least ka wo de obefi so ma menhwɛ nipa no no nso ohun so nipa de oye ma me na eden asomani but ekwan so ebi mo nso efa so gi ade no eno na ma na duru ba bia na aye se obi wo ya ade mu obi no ono ala da wase a kenye bone o manipa na mfiri na akoma mu mfa ma o mini asam wa bi bia ma me o sam ene ade we nso fa ye nipa no ono na de ama ono nya bribe but to extent say obi be demand obi kura de nsabe hye say anya we ya ma me a no there were a lot of teachers as my can there were a lot of teachers there were a lot of abedme for me we teacher ni nti na be am example I teacher asem no a lot of teachers even promotion promotion impo na you can say ye de ne beto ne scale o ye ne kura nipa kura wo tu anamo akọ nkra wa na ye ono an adwuma say bia on fa ne ma nkwa ne hwe ne process ne ma ma ne kura no o je uzika say lolo fe kan wa me de ko wen but me wa na ye wadwuma say o ye den o ye sisi institutions ni bebre ya eduru ba bia na akwa yesese wan fa bibia anto pa okrata na beda wa ache ekoso institutions bebre nti sira ne yesere ba bia percentage ni ko no de se ya hwe na ya asesen free hu kakra na ama form a ebe ha yentimi ntu ase yakura because ye ni pa de ye den ya 0% de yentimi nya na mom si yetimi te so free ba bia wona nkofo hu se ekosoro na me de I believe in say me ko obi ye wade a money panel free na komam men enhye nipa no because obi o the moment abehye ne se fa bibi se bran sana mayam e bia sa de no ye den oni bi but o ye wadwin se o e bia kakra bia wa no woni pa no wa yon papa no reason so wo ye nipa ide kakra me nso menya amede be dem di be so appreciation ni a bia mo so ay omo je no se me po me gibia kakra bia obi ni be ma bia so omo ani so what is it because sabi obi ensati edidi bi achi so obi ne da na ebi o ma obi abe 2000 na 3000 depending on the amount or the ma obi ano say no nche say minu asam no wa ben mu na ebi o ba na ebi o ma abe 5000 me ni abem what is it ebi a me ni bi nti say me ni bi a on say ono o te opposition but ska won ho pa but me so say ano masa nema nkwaye nti me ba na bia manya votic bi so keto abi je na fa no ngungu ayi ase so oti ase because eke na kepo so de
but assessing public service important on or any duty any responsibility the nsu na adwuma you chemical so if I'm assessing something like passport birth and there why must I pay
eno na professor na kasa no metie yebe kwamna de Ghana aye no entimi mfiri ho because passport wi ebia wo hia na emergency bono obeka tro say adena oje no fa udi say ba bosumi say na asabeka na mom ay abrochire mpo cave wo ho abrochire cave wo ho ba bi ba ko pe na cave ni wo wi ase no na heaven pe de ono cave bi ani ho ba bi aka bi aka cave wo na shortcut e wo wi ase no say heaven so pe na shortcut ni nti ade bi o wa anidie kwa so ebia bibi pusu nunum kakra but say media ka me ni problem about obi ayo bibi na ebia wo show appreciation say bia je we na ana bia wo de bibi ko ba bi ne nipa no wa wonim say nipa no be ye ho adwuba nti wo de bibi kakra ama ne so onye no fanya yi but me problem aya me won say o ade na o de ama ne imponenso nani oh no osa charge o say no the other ama me the way ye de pia ye de foka konkran ye de ye say me wa na ye wa wadwuma ye say o ye den o ye enipa no o show e bi kakra na o de ama o nti ye besre say omo a saa ne ma no abfollow omo ho no enya nse e wadwuma e wono na se wa nhwe ne yie na se obi ko report wa na de o hawaye den e de abere ono aye say ye nua no police fu omo bare omo no enya by force say uduru ho amanisiko but se obi ma bibi nso amenka ncho say ska odi ama ne nso nti won park because are ne bom bebre so anu so meko ba bia dey enko
when I say that I cry say yes Sam corruption issues in Ghana
before my can ask me my comment my main thing my former assemblyman for Chapel Square Victoria Park okru ote Kastle FM onye ni nua manaf o ola madina na minchi ya menu kakaba Samituga o wusori krom obi biara take Kastle FM and the ewabiri kanka MPP fo che ho nyina ami hwe ho nyina na memfa nchie no mu yeduru pa mfama osabre ma doctor anakwisi ata otodo bie on chere gu afehye ne chere babado afi ya atre was alata hin bi wa alata na olba nti gu afehye is moving from grace to grace nti yasere nyame no nkwatenten yezeman amembo no ba na minchie me no ebesia Abatampa Serafia, CEO of Abatampa Foundation. I mean, on this issue of me tell you interview, no, and I can cancel service. It is not necessarily corruption that they are talking. They are talking about bribe taking, but it's a report now. On your day, oblige bribe, but people kind of funny feel that. My enter office na me copy bibia and nyimpa no in charge no me English in nsem na on ye ntamama but the law on bribe taking ankasa no has it that the giver and the taker they are all offended, but in Ghana we only backlash the taker and leave the giver ntoma odu bibia na no nsam ka no ayezen but baby bibia I don't know me maybe unless the whole country is what do you call it? Factory resetting. Because just now, for police barrier one. The police in Nombisa, what norm convention? The commercial driver you know what to do. Until do at this time, torture drivers and young drivers was the move. Mate phone. Tibuna mate in sense and phone. Police in Jordan was a car waji. Move on. On check if driver half overload, driver in the lines on one pa no commercial a private car and old baby what's your car no important him sometimes here politician yam you there MPP flags and car no honorable there's a dog pedal honorable way them boys be kakana on phone credit obaji no so no asra what you mumu share I mean, if I tell you, Momo was a major. Me papa be na cano or the ban can now fought so. No do barry. I say, Eja, me jinape obe pushing me. Me jinape obe pushing me. Or for Sina Ojine. Oje, Owe Ochema say, and you pushing me na yonkwe. Or such I want to push you. Embra Ghana Ankasangas and Mbrebe brain yejuma. The moment you try to thereby applying brand pay na atakwa no anye mara yesenim adene be police case. I'm telling you there are a lot of things wa kodo Ghana if say you hwe na the national view with national lens nchanye ma akoye but nyimpa na orizi bon ankasa no onyim nta adene be pe honorable hwe me papa na ye party pen oba mama we friends etene on ye last week na me catch the politician ye so kokomuti because more kodu nyina na chi no a time can about fail kokomuti into old baby ana yeje banya dam so na odoban anya dam na odoban isi police yin ze ncha ho check car no and one thing say han kasi say wa be hinya yehu amanfo ne yehu de dam na police 40 into all for road na obi wa nyine ko baby aka choje for ma mempe 10 city mbe mo na mpe wujina obi ampa wujina obi aso obaje why dey yakasa enya ni appoint and say police but ibinum institutions here mama ka say take police a call a be free neighbor nursing otua 10,000 Ghana cedis mama ka samacho say police for in here because at the glare of all the passengers in the car America 10,000 or like say onu wamba car obi enyim ata say but the police for want 5 cedis in 10 cedis. And then we catch on there was we moving from 2 cities to 2 5 cities because 2 cities have money and coins or you pay person film into 1 pair coins at us here. But in car one more you fenye there may a public servant if my officer at there pedal bed me kajin na ache owi iwe na nyame hyewa na mo kom baby bia etim ame me yedwuma mo owie na e da maseza ma phone call on moment me kan me phone call maji but I catch all the to am and sign my offer my service no my service send time to am who to am I will do it for you my yen dem ose e ho motin minimum dem a ebe maserve the man maserve obi ada say but then dey no most more in the bi wo ha onye ewura wo na onyim wo baby a na wa sha ase opede oye bibi but azukwa me musuro the national security atakwa no mo be na wa national security why they we chanting a political opponent. I know the national security in one or two say we be crying under bodan for them chrome junkies now most of them national security they are on the payroll of national security. They pay them to pick information. About office, I them obey Juma. And that moment, you know, gadget we see no why record with your picture. And Tibo you know, and I was one in Timom, as does it, Jesus simple be asada. Only the and you must appreciate. But a Juma me yam wutia makaudi. Me yam one and them are simple me nyasam. As I say. But I bekede young cats entity na ye we was the man so come. Yen traditional upbringing no. Baby me adwuma. Me come pay chere we bobo ewonu. But obi ahu dey so na pay ku adwuma. Nti say obi so sika na man bia wuti me and the society wo tuma victimize am wo dey chi you do what with master me be man me pay pa no kwa ezie. Also over chief director of Ministry of Finance. Na oya na adwuma na oka set systems. Odu wono che dey nyam okodo ya onye easy o. But no di ni eyi tete no na odi edu ho nti asibi every weekend obogbe ni draw na envelopes gum omgbe ru ne ohwe ne envelope man oye the management na wentum and set system because nkofo kacha no dozen and they are powerful people awo work on ebi o security man keke o ministry o link o kita wa abani mu no osun ebi o panyin bi wo Jubilee House and na Flag House one ne boya na odi na abaton onyi certificate biara nti ka security nti awo na otene no ohwe nyama nti akata na attach panyin ni so eja baby we di on chen wa pension to ogbobo ana wan fa nsa nka we hu adekuna all baba pension no na ni secretary no ni secretary ni ka chende chief we ja u papers na we anyina na we ha we handing over so enye media mi no chief wo dia ogbo edu sika o cheda watcha onem de papa ne ba ejimo nka so won kento obi asoro do bokuna mi de chief uzinyi because omo ya we the air dem obama police fired wa for ni pension be we dey go
ete na no susu na wa gba egu no fonko
and okanya mo okodo a chawe serious nyimpa na nkasa ye o Ghana fu na nkasa na ye ya chechire he ma no ye wa adwene bi adam adwene nyimba bi ofi ba ye wie hen so dem nkofi a na ya ten nsa da okwa abrochi ko he papa professor kasa o se professor fanen men kasa professor mo menyim pa o se Côte d'Ivoire e breach traffic light e ko na enya o message enya o charge enwa na ya ye che ko ha ko he but ye ba ha Ghana dey sabi excuse my language ko se sem bia easy ade ye ko bi ni krom ye ntum ye ba ha ye ba ye wia na aka che ntitam bia last na menya atakwa ye kama dem ye zi enya pumpuna amanyofo na mati sai te there civil servant public servant ozi bonim po a obi e ade de dey nu DC na why I don't know the minister I don't know the CEO but one na wo shem nu nti the man say no can very serious am a percentage mu do so 18% yen mu nyampam de wo interview yen nti when ye that count nti or a serious thing
okay
all day fight in fact we need to fight this but yen fanko yen crutch yen start education because emi no nya atakwa na ya aponche be when busu mesi won sad yen fanko crutch na yen say certain things in education
aponche when busu
aponche when busu mesi won sad
yes I better say
mo ko this is Adam Rambo style arrest since rolling time
okay better say asa aponche when busu mesi one son watch
Subaya wadi anya 40 years. What's the son in you? And it will be Subaya pa.
I say more. All right. And you're good at using comma. Also messages in them, but young room, you're free. The corruption issue. Na young call other issues. His Excellency the President of the Republic, or share the business community, and on your in comma Jubilee House. Ninyinano is on the 24-hour economy. I say probably the policy document will be made public on Tuesday, June 3, Republic Day, and Oyaza. the policy document on 24-hour economy aba damaso and ohwe dem brebi boko oil parliament that the secretariat they will be backed by oil a law na wa report to the presidency na wetum na onenya kon atakra yenzin komo finally 24-hour economy
I'm say asempana na aba no asempa ya yenua no impeso mbeti what the asempa ya tu ya hwe ono obeka wuntumi asem because we the 24-hour economy no or no omoye omadwen say emma so but insira nka nyame say e papa dwo ma nyame insira no da bia me ka say o man na ye chechire no say yempanimfo e de omokosua no amanane omode ba no say ko omode be ye adwuma wa ha ko me kwamena ka konani papa kwamena ba je di say ne ya dollar yi tete ba for me kwa so bi mu so buafu ebi mu buafu obi ya mu aka dollar ya is am say ewie da bre say aba 9 o say and another 10
yes
but ano ewie am say me tete nim fra me
okay unless I check
ya no wa check ya he say ba 9 no am say ko fo mpe because boga fo mo sisi ya chu na kwa me na de oman no ekọ no me gidi say 24-hour economy no ebebo oman no nti eri kan de omanpani ase se the ordinary no kan ye no wan kan keke na ode beye o ye ma aboa eti ye nyina ye mompaye emo mampani se nyankopon boa benada sise bia o ma ye so mo de bepa ho ntoma bia no enkoso na de ba ko so mampani kan ye me de ne se omo be decentralize aba the various district no na ateki ye wa me na eya sem papa me de bia me ka se ye mo akwa me na ye koba me ni menu asam ya ye koba yimpo no odu ba bia ne mo aye den papa no kwasem ye ba kope wi ase ba bia ne ho adwo na onua bi wo faase bi be wie school no watena fia no onya adwuma in fact na samo ka asem bi o se osole anopa na ne ho pere no no okwa adwuma obi fi se bia akatua a woje no ndabre ye but o ka kire wo pa o simple beden ebefem hwe omo ti fie no ono no onim ehyewa ekobi musu minim obi a wa frɛ wo se na ja ne peka klasen so bosume so ye ni ma nko yie o se na nya ne na se na bosume so obi aka bia chem ozo na mzo uja eni ma nko yie o nti ye hwɛ na ne ma nko yie sei ene na se abosume aso ase ne ma nko yie
o ye dwuma gu kotoku
masa what me say na ma me ne papa om dim ko school mpo ombetimi ade pressures out me so nti kwamena ya papa mahama ne nsemo a ode aba 24-hour economy asem aba adwuma ba ko anipa miensa betimi aye bechem kakra ba bi te se passport office eja se ye DVLA odu ba bi a backlog kula egu ho krofo omo car se ye hu adwuma de ma omo enam se bo time bi a yapon ye koda kwane nti na che se saa ne ma ne nyina no eyo osi akwan na papa esi oba obeboa ma mebu na nya bibia ye nti migidi se de memehwe animu ne se ade ne be sha ase na meba passport office na because this year the blast off for ye de ahwe na US no ebeba so
so okujo tabla kwa my chance the passport office was start 24 hours
say na me say ye ka say ye ba ye be ye nti ade ne nso ye papa gusita no mo on say omo de blueprint no mo ye ho adwuma nti ye bia benada no mo be officially on be launch it say they launch national apprenticeship ni ade but passport office no hwe hard for nsem ne backlog bia na gu even na impo ye ba ye cars na gu nkofu ehia on say na Ghana card no bi ehia na ke ya se payroll auditor se eno na ma mechiche kakra no abadwumayefo ye audit ye na ye call ye nipa baako na hwe dom bebreba oye omo eya obi anso because ya the class system no enti won we say otena ho na hwe say bibia go through ansa na abefru ayeden wa fru no ochina oye atiasefo mpompo ekwose na afia so ye goes ono kombede wakun enti passport no de ebi asase ye papa okuja to mo because of na niema bi owo nto ma asase but nya honko ana we ka se nya honko a ye wo a lot of institutions si ye asase ye so ho ka ho abeboa ba bi o ho ye wo manufacturing ka ho on say according to electricity for no me last time me busa say what is the difference between say almost say light and they do daytime nebo no wo so chen anadwo no but o chire mu na me hu sampa said the aban no aye nhye na ode ato wo no so ode disu a kwamna ebeboa mebu ni bebre because adwuma bi afa workers be 30 na bi ebo be 4 workers na pon aba betina fie na sa aban betimi aso ne mfe ama aduru baabi na so so ne mfe meduru baabi na se oso ne mfi meduru baabi na so nso benya ye frɛ ne sɛn wafa workers ni bi aka wa ɛyɛ Ghana fo ma ino obɛfo omodo o ma yɛden odo o ma gum ntimi gidi sɛ aban ne suade hu bi a ode ato obi a no wontimi nya ahoden no onye sɛ de bɛyɛ a ye mabu no omutifie because kwamina is very 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 serious.
All right.
Because and now say oyo oba potifie na so onye adwuma mpo a na wa oyo oba tan na oyo impo na atu ayam sese because anhwe ye pe so de no ko wura suba boni bi mu nso a ono so ya asodie foforo a ode aba beto wo ba ta ne so nti ye besere ye mampani se de waka no ebnada omo shaase a omo ni centralized mla na adwuma ekuo no o target ne nso no ahode bi a omo behia na adna ye effective na Ghana timamuni a woni adwuma ye no wanya adwuma ye ma ono so ne nsa akona no no watimi anya bibia ye
adakra medase ewo oye eho okay Sam
mamenka asemi kaka am the Ghana media free na we are using about it but I don't know the day no a man a year chiche as if you want so koda o man Ghana na e pedo ye onkudeni yam pay ba benim o Ghana free about there obey resetting of Ghana so resetting means bibiara onko ye no was able to ye bibiara nkane na ye ya omboa ema no was able to ye bibiara na nkofo kana adibia na okoda omma Ghana ne kanko ni democracy na mbrasam nko enyim no was able to ye but maye hunzi o etede ma wasana akọ back to 1992 days na yen papa leje general social soldier atar no because mamenyimi there baby yedu say atokwam na my bona police wo kwan no invite if I resist arrest or if I run then the police was them ammunitions in other but I today there are certain people within the president Mahamane last time they want to do tit for that even more the better will be powerless Edani Yawaha, there was a Adente Kumiaka petition ama president. The way with the 2 judges will prove it. They become asamwa, Adechana armed men. Armed men. How? Is Ghana yet democracy bima? It's going to me for phone him at 2 forcing. No, yet Japa. When the ambulance case, at was the Rambo side back at Chubia. You invite the person, every sending the massam. If you denya evidence to proceed the person in court but Morocco dizi ye besre power ne ze owo yenyim Ghana fa to Abama one there is no dispute about that obiara ntumi challenge that but power na oba wo no obiara wo Ghana bia o se dem power na se and o you duty so that obiara wo Ghana bia o da eden e bo no ho ban nti so obi ezibona nana watching ne mum onye watching there sabi obia say yimpa na oyeku kwado rutu abenegu a nche dem na obaye nti e besre yoku minyim but imagine in future no or dem security service mbred yekeke bom na ebios CID asem CID we investigate yoko wontum fo ohun bem ana say yoko fo investigator CID phone because I think I don't know the ni na aba no one executive power na yɛresum nti sɛ yoko CID whatever it is no masere Ghana mbrɛ no ɔnkyɛ baakofo CCRA kese wɔse President Mahama ne personal physician sa na ɔyɛ fake no why you go asa Ghana many nyina
that masam na sure do no kara lady no she was never the personal physician of President Mahama.
Check na ngasa ne Facebook page
when the page
December Ghana
the Facebook page
10th December 2024. Oh, is it all right? I will show you.
No, okay.
Mama do 10 hours mama kabat. Oh yeah, since as we speak, all members of parliament are in Yoko. Into me MPP and my social solidarity. Ochine bi ondo e wuntumi oche baba ya me ye chichiro omano ye chichiro political party. Atase a. Nti mama mfa membe ne bi nka wasam. Ochine atokwa amrete obachi wa asam obaya me yo. Atakroti onya hwe ndis onya hwe qualification atakro NHIS boss fake doctor wasn't quite na beg kebi that one na why mama why has it na job was fake people who appointment na tina na kasa e dan your be studio e am be yodo no what's there say atakro nkuti na be studio wo ba frɛ it means it is the job nti nka wado ka sha wan cha be yodo no onye ohima no nti obi nya credit kaka was I come now to 24-hour economy atakwa menya bro 24-hour economy President Mahama Nankas already we disappointed already on 24-hour economy because ma was see canon and you know you what was the form was there 133 was a 331 I've forgotten atakwa can 133 you watch the ejuma could be an impatre no obey and you be someone there 133 no is a public sector another private sector because Kastle FM away or a private man there a banilun to mbashan by force there on me ma hu do ye on 24 hours into atokwa na wo 5 na epuna or dey bi suba no be no because abanya wo na edu scaman don fe na ejuma na mom oba na aban ejuma za ono aban wo tum wodo do kire kono famfodo oba abanim bosuma hinni into 24 hours economy na kede okuyi taba akwasi why 24-hour abaze passport office with the computer and online me my passport around 11 p.m. na me my application we send you okay me response others are your systems and the question is 24 hours you call the passport office nyimpa hin na wo phone ejuma kan staff no Emma 25 because all the 24 hours economy was talking about job for the youth and other employment for the youth. Ba abanimi ejuma bia na around 24 hours na come out on one run police where 24 hours hospitals where there are a lot of government institutions where 24 hours economy ewo ho nti we launch in Tuesday all women na by me case to the police now was the private sector target not public sector because public sector wage already nangasa no government every government since 1990 since first Jerry Rawlings time also the public sector wage or looking at a point when was the public sector wages in about almost 70% of the sika money in your afi or the no 70% of the trade you Africa and as of mouth back there a public sector is choked there yes and politically but that is the fact into them 133 no a document or balance in Tuesday no o baka che ende baby atakro chrazi atakro ne subject o che o di input tool baka no into atakro puna okwa na pa 8 obo na 8 hours wi a na atakwa no so akoto edo 8 na mo so akoto ni che dey throughout the 20 oh atakwa certain sectors bi wa you need certain sectors bi wa this 24 hour
why
your campaign no catch the certain sector bi wa na
oh so sure the education sector they can run 24 hours
atokam me nya na e na 2024 you see now it is their words against their own words one when no asam no okutie wan gese o atasa why campaign one can't even when we are asking the meaning how will it be kwanu be antuma anka vetting see un vetting afɛn ma can quick obi ntuma nkyɛn mu how 24 hours economy is going to be nti odu baby na mpom feel nka MC kezi baby mu fi be atakra ba 8 hours Mr. Honorable Wodi why 8 hours na Shasha mo dan mu na menyim ni da me padi pa no so be 8 hours no che de yenya tin no che de at least employment no die then wato chief director or coordinating director yenya 2 account that is 133 atasia but I'm telling you that mo oba to me has nothing to do with public sector or private sector oba be today there's going to be some incentives here what them private sector into in your number of ABA employees to certain level and I enjoy this and that but I don't dey no matter.
Is it no good to expand the economy if you the private sector coming on board, many of them to run the 24-hour economy now? At least incentives kwa obafon crop more.
I think I'm some many figure figure but some of the private sector already even before Fourth Republic around the 24-hour economy what work a shift what by debia at as here into anya the fofo NPP here by 2017 20 years the one district one factory in collaboration with at a economy the one task da or the one aban ebe factory in AC meanwhile yan can't show that man is so organic car a kisi factory them why be recommend here commend when we work commission or why finish this way no but with private sector nti aban di nyama bugu kwem nti private sector to kwam ne no menya me the potential bi wo ha misika ye dem on so nti aban bro na apply what more than you push it we put this policy Dangote recently obaka chende he came into Ghana to invest in rice farming because ohundek aban one district one factory policy oya the papa into ofi Nigeria je no oil no wo ho no be invest in rice farming wo Ghana atase but in yankasa Ghana for no mama yaseminti police papa tell you too good on internet na yebisa one day 24 economy is it going to public sector or private sector when to manchim but see say it is private sector no boko nti ye twan no was the paper na ebogu na nya yakenkan bi dem meken papa ba oba magana nyinara bono so boso ehi nyinara na mo mampela meka che won de atakwa de ontunu mpanyimfu no fu na wasin frama or the who the father ibi yede ibi ka man is baby ibi atokwan man yede who opposition o speaker of five our dey protect opposition
time ni aha time ni enya ya chan papa
oh but me on minority of them am kakra
ya chan papa
enti or the who father ibi ka mo won prepare won e dan ya aka shut okojo to shut down a whole embassy in USA. Do you understand that? Charlie want to buy.
All right.
When say about it, get the children.
But I say, if my memory sets me right, His Excellency during the campaign, or my today, the private sector, no, you can subscribe to the 24 on your ancient into private sector. Private sector, subscribe to the 24-hour economy. No, you enjoy certain incentives. Oh, at a crying now, yeah, damn not.
Minia, oh, men be namin put a munition. Me phone, I'll say, finish what a call ya, no, that me file document to be ambahada. The Tiana said, Minia, as I went there, Wahan and Niki cancer bidodo. But unsusu. On say, time where Haha and Niki cancer ni new hokra. Cause near ma, ye papa John Mahama, what shall see our horses shen. Unyabutre. On say, yen and yetiha. Ghana hayatna. There's no way I do my cash or bar. A teacher for winning a bear 24-hour economy. I'm say the first time I met it, and I'm got the some who's hand because any higher party and that be. One say public sector, a be enjoy 24-hour economy because you can't public sector, I bear you my DVLA, I bear you my and your private sector. Ghana, your friend is saying, conform your passport to your bedroom. Ghana Port and Harbors, you know, your bedroom. And unless I be yes, it is the one united they call 24-hour economy. That be port 24-hour porter. Yes. Any port do a year to move. It's a good tough one as uncle for now, so just say, Porty, or go for you, so more money, may the 24 hour na ba ebeboa ntu onya abotre no nkasa bi a private sector ne nko a public sector ne bi be enjoy bi baby te say police fu e say omo so your public sector workers so ade ase nurses yi omo so ewo ho ye fa nurses yi bi ka wari nyina ye but they ha na ni say teacher for na atakura ko 24 8 hours na nkwala be amo ne ye ko so omo oga na ha na ye do makoye 24 mbisra nya botre DC baako ka Georges Satapon a near the Mahmoud akwa di 8 hours ye wi ano hima contract wa asamasema okeke asamasema okeke tu asem yo kan we obi an wo chirifu asempa kodo sa one day straight one factory sema akofa ba na kedi kwa mboso oka because anye yenti na Christ ba yeti power ema commander sugar factories wo mama ntimi yentimi yesi yawie ma mo ba ya ma that time ye papa alanchemanten hwensem obeka a lot of luncheon originally ye share adwuma say timelines bebre kwam na wa winim bi 8 years no ntimi a nya adwuma o sa de sa blame ni nyina baba beto NDC so 5 months ya ba yara nti ya besre 24 hour economy no ya de papa obi a Ghana fo nyina me de me say wo me mompa ya me papa do mahama because I didn't shas ye na ekọ na ye mabu no kwa me na me wa ye mhyehyɛ me ye mabu no because ye ma ye adwuma ni bi kura no ohun se kwa me na in fact nye ize mayen ebi na sam okan hwa masa ensu oton so form oni o ubonso obi aye hyerepe o minimum obi anafu so che me de but kwa me na me kan ye ma on fam a se na fu ka na ahwa won de ono ahwe aye aduane ama ne bi ni but obi anafu so pa o aduane atema na obedi nti yabesere woma wonya botre na munya botre na wuntumi asem akwachipu behye mu na Rambo Star kwam na me I'm not in support of say obi ye bone ne ye kwakwachi na because obi o ha nipa ba kumpo betumi akwafa no so sometimes I worry say I didn't know obi ye bibia na nipa bebre but on governor na ho aba asem yo the was until na governor mo governor ya hey utumi governor wa amle pa o no so pa yale o bibia ne ano yale osusu because utumi kwaje 10 million se okodo aburo wa bra 10 million azin ban ye nu agensam de ukwaje sika nyina wa nkodo aburo contract adi sika road ni adi nyina no nsam ho that is why our paisa party for the mro bi ankon because wanya bi ani kwamna on say nkrofo na sha se ye counter press conference. So we are press conference almost a press conference because now every before we are my press conference almost say would to me sika 1 million per constituency no mu 20% in poko region for scanning na omudi ya omo hu ba bi o ma ya hu konta e wa me wi amebu ya kire omo ware nti ye besere obiala nchiri ayi but say onu ya ade na nya da bia me ka say I'm not against of intimidation so obi ya ade a me hu obi ehunu obi. But the way I know people, ebimuyam sisuomo, ebimuyam sisuo, yatigana ebimuyam sisuomo. Obi o anasem, ye mo anasem so but oto nyina oda ona. Because come na me kwanya ye fa so a ye de ma fa so AAK teacher aduma me ye. The guidelines are clear. Say even se nipa no ye boni mpa me hu obi a wa wi abode ane yesi na so twen ani ABCD. No wi abode ani wi ya se fa se country ni minimum kokuno. Me ameti niama MPP AAK. I don't want to mention names. Some guy mebu body a asa me bube fu mo. Omode me fa mu true prop kwanya dawa dikashi. Utimi kone obi aka to say what some na politically. The MP, the DC and the constituency executive. Say bia yan adwen papa we trim because I maka say me we am adia me answer dan fam ho because power na yan yaba no. I don't believe in say we obi boni a na abenya ska nti me obi aya me boni a me no fa me ho wala wade a we ye no eda wanimu ya dan atwen say ye papa eda wanim eye boni eda wanim nti me mesre man dis mpanifo no obi a waye boni bia no obi nka say mo eni but sa Rambo Star say because obi o wa ne yire ne man ne yire mu kura no obetum do mato psychological trauma mu to fia na zo etu kinkeketa ya di to aba ho akwara bi okura hu kura ne yembe hye no ti ya basere obi a waye boni bia no omfa invitation o ma invite no but ye nuan ma bi fo so munya abotre no munya te say chief justice asemi Gofreda me usori ase e ba dinti na chachuchi kata mu no omukodi ayi na Gofreda me oye MPP ni
Go to talk on where woman organizer man people na. Oh, say a site example should be a. Oh, afuna ma kemo o hwe de omo ye. Obi anka se wontumi obi an obeku wontumi.
Right.
What I say to omunya abotre. No munyai dede because the more awo ye sa no na de ayi ba ye nya abotre ma omo na embra no nya den eni.
Me da say Adakra. Yes.
Human rights is entrenched in our constitution. Meaning that or embra parliament you ka wontumi den. What a want sa. Etiwe wo fa huzi atasa ohia e ma bani wo Ghana nti na o constitution mu obi ankere mo nti wontumi ko CID was where galamsey the galamsey campaign wa ache galamsey we je ya wontumi nguto galamsey wa a we na impe galamsey on abano hu ya you see atakra yaze he's being honest but nika say no ndu baby a ne po ndu baby a ntaya na afro boss na ina akasa ono kasa go president mama na so me sure there ono kacha president mama there okacha before the secret be aba lady no onye nto mo mo da ma kalista chomo nti kitchen there the master melike onje because me I'm not for it today and forever me hunya se bia ro wo mu there so obi wa abanim na wa ayebona what the bail bond 500 billion abai und wide no one fund life imprisonment straight no atakra ti nyimpa oyebona watch na aso but asotwi bi wa nyanse bi enyi excuse my language nyanse bi enyi because untumi akosi CID farm bail the master mo Kaizen bank semi so bi kaji loan wo bank no ntu ya offer CID offer yoko fun wa
the banks should go after the person
exactly or civil case so why this Enke Ibrahim Mama calling na mo a Ibrahim Mama calling na mo a bank here what you call what turn the G Abada the bank merchant bank was Abada Ibrahim Mama no one call or a businessman he's a private mayor contractor into new company engineers and planner work at the bank kawa must the state security go after the person so want to me akaji schedule okay road waka no one here he was given a valid contract by Kokobot one fair train kejo bi ando na oje when ko wia nti say if it dey bibi wo ma bank ko waka ji won sika no you go after the bank say contract na was the man no here you go after those officers what the contract after say but it's as if they me mu in there untumi nika say bi okeka no opposition inter president mama yes because you remember untumi ka the whole world there president mama be kuma say so permission no and this time there na nkata so nika say bi but one year them obi have right freedom of speech until not atakwanya say bi enyi keeping the person in custody now after today my treat today obeya wonjan ochina odo was no woman court na court one front to remand or enyimpa kuntumi o enyimpa nsi na obi biara order cell Ghana enyi bi order cell biara wuntumi nchanen ada say yes but ekwana here for this more treat yen kofo no onye atakwa aka fa chief justice assembly me nka biem da because or you predetermined a campaign promise agenda and my no onyimpa there kianiki obeyin but he just want to fight the fight to show the waben some the or that guy the Ghana nti masre atakwa asema meka no
onim na obeyin na why is he fighting only na the process to go until the baby
no but when your right when your human right is being trampled up you don't keep quiet it's no what's the way you would see na nkasa we you born exactly that doesn't mean that yesterday when work on camera on accused agent ni phone ni bibia besie benyin searching but lawyers that no a petition lawyers no obi has the phone obi has you see nyama bi was say let the law be equal before everybody
all right
nti my mpeda mekan there asema mekan atakwa no onti masen masam ye there ye every campaign asema eken no on ye hwede be 133 me said teaching with the example me said the example 133 up to now you 133 we you still when you man here and you come
what about my timeline on the third
on the public sector no but me say do balance no private them wala can there president mama say 24 economy no or the come private sector into chere man wo edede Kofi chapters no wo edede o keep go say 133 obi abenye bia ye nya na o frakada obi abenya bia ye obi
Yes, I made that say. All right, Ebusia High Kastle 90.3 FM. Yes.
Concerning search na or say or bar bear ma search no. Kwamana. Ame menko airport to that. Nemum menya mpenimfo makwa airport a edru airport na say yes scan wa. Obi a bema man is scanning no. Fine. Now I don't know me no. I don't know me machine. Machine. Well, MP was sad die. Rosin da free amapo. Ose Supreme Court ose petition, election petition no. The same Chief Justice here omote omo Supreme Court no. Nipa was search omo ye mema no. Eye man search omo. Eye machine. Kwame na say machine there obi the machine. But I not pay back. But get wrong with say was obi harass.
What side you? Okay.
Harassment. Harassment.
Let us say 0244743143. My own messages in the Embra. My friend Cisia. My more time, my afraid, but my main can message in the Bikakra. Now, more time. Yamfa be 3 minutes. Na yentaka abambaben nedi. Also, Parliament must rise above pettiness, prioritize national interest. It's a good call that now Parliament they should think about Ghana and not about themselves. And then just 3 minutes pay.
Yeah, Kwame, I'm say as my papa Speaker of Parliament I can menene ya adwen. Is an say mrase bedwamo no yesuma penifo so munkosi anemu a Ghana nyina na yeyi sa representation ne de akwa akosi wo. Nti one enye wa open ade ye den o de call ye. Obia won a political party but sabi adibi wo ho na se ekoso ne nko yi a e wo se duru ba bia de political party to meti hey ma condemn na outright say I'm not in support say obia ye bone na akwa akwache na because me ba kwaku asante ene me yere I'll not be happy say bia ma ye bibi na o ba beche me a na udi tuo kin abamfie a in fact so ochina nyame ampata na se akola bi ni yam kwasi no otwa ball no owu a sabi enkwase yade na maye no ntimi I don't support that is why I nyina no yesere bay terms no sika kura ye de ato ntumi so no se so a ye besere mpanimfo omonte so no man be wodu onwane nko ba bi ala Ghana ha ya no obetina emra abuga pele nye any party yade ne to se sa abuga pele na fi se do ma ne body pa o but mradi no na mradi no they want to me I no see hwehwem me na samoka sembi. It's not about intimidation. It's about intimidation. They azaka ya ba kan kofo bebre ho agre akomoko. Kan kofo bebre komoko. Because me no ka say nya intimidation tin ye ba. O man na ye bu no. Ghana fo na to abama 1.7 million no. Sabi nyo nyina na ya ndisi fo. Nti se wanya otati siye na ayi wadwen say obi aye me boni ntime ni bi atua ka ahwe ya Ghana fo na so bu be say ebubefu. It is not about intimidation. To me, I'm appealing to me penning for no. The security are you for no. Says he can't already actually see can be or who to me na lady work can and no boss on some do. But you didn't say go do near your in or TV so near the nana first can a crab be na so nya be ma. Answer didn't say sabe obo ha or black keke. What I say inti yebesere or no and says I'm who say won't me ado slow pani please. Because unya someone na oyale sabe yebesere penning for. Mo fa due process. Na mo mu hunu obiala na amra edrum la asem na la yebebua ubua na se asema wabua no Ghana fu ache da bia me ka se law common sense law nyina common sense because so asem ho obi ka kwam na wonya lawyer but wa utimi asem ya ni pe ya ka de me mpo na mto aka me ka na papa achen de e da ho nti omom ya follow due process na ya MPC no ya toto sere ya MPC no issues da bia me ka se ya mfa partisan and 20. Na let's get my MPP. Ekuta 137 and this ekuta 137. Sako ma ka bibia nkoso. Saka ne ka bibia bebe aka ye bibi te say electoral commission sika ye hia na ye de ama budget o mu hia no de ba ye wo a lot of bills bi o ha eye 2 tests. Enya simple majority. Saka nkoso. Because if you try say you are going to block adibia bebebia because me wo number nti ombe hia me a o ma no chekere da ye dey enkoso nti ye besere si ye nua no mo no NDC fo mo mfa ne say MPP fo ye 88 to 87 nti no bibi ni a ɔmo consult ɔmo de ɔmo yɛ nyinaa yɛ mbɛ do ɔman no at the end wɔn mu a wubu no so nkurɔfoɔ ani na ɔmo bɛtoa so na ɔmo nso ɔmo yɛ 87 no ɔmo nyɔma adwene sɛ ɔmo yɛ dodo because ɔyɛ dodo a anhwe yɛ a 87 ni mpɔ deɛ ɛbɛkɔ bia mu no na wate so a because sisi a baabi a party kɔ deɛ area 35 mpo ne yɛ bɛyɛ ɔmo de.
But that's it. All right. Sam, Speaker is calling on Parliament to rise above partisan and national interest to build the nation.
It can't be possible. Never.
How? Why?
Yes. How did the MPs go to Parliament? Where then would
Ghana for what to Abba?
Ghana for what to Abba on what?
On the party line. But yet to model corner one can build the nation. Not because of your party in what to the call.
Even independent candidate cry walk of Parliament cry no. There is a system. Over 2 months on there join. As we speak, there were 4 independent candidates. When you are joining NDC caucus. As I say, yes, only possible. But Mamatu Maka in there, they should minimize. It to me because one of them a whip system in our parliament. More general speaker, I am minority does be a juma. I am majority one baby and juma. When we did the man, Obama Yimpa, I live above national interest. No, I party interest more. And then I'm out of the don't see more can call the oil in there. We should institute a committee and there. There should be a bill. All meant certain portions of the constitution on my MPs in will live above this AOR cano. But member of parliament, as we speak, my MP being kade wefi this side or this side. Hembre obey ya toko nu a chana wa be nyina. Them MPs here what ban on it was the next term no.
Cynthia Morrison
nazi. This is law. And then I take common sense. But what happened? Because we fi party nim. Also this time, this parliament no one is me good me my party. But me next today will be our bobo no say obo man you next season obefi wako Manchester City. Nti ode impo no cease to be Man U player. That is the meaning. Nti the master speaker ke me yen agwen. It should be a steps. Oba amend the portions of the constitution now. Obama say a member of parliament at least 60 to 70% of your thinking, you're doing everything, or more nationalistic than the party. Because we speak to Parliament House, what better will vote on issue? No MP will vote on national interest. They will vote according to the party. Because the leadership of Parliament, party, minority and majority, the chief representative, or a party head office, and what them listen to them. And some more, many MPs cannot. Because in baby such a children one whip system na in them be mukoti ya sisi as oben bibi ben employ them or alienate to coin this too much we no be raise the party no across the carpet into other we need nti imom baby otin sisi ana so number 3 if there is a law oman hu kwan
baro number 3 ana
also number 3 but also number 3 nti sem baby wo ho number 3 ano also number 3 minim also number 3 and minim them but no messing the minim also number 3 manka he
ata kromo festival na yanko
emom mama pede okanye de Ghana constitution no the one baby wo ho on my political parties in unye tum e wo MPs Ghana for us all lie ato aba won no do jan the obahwe national interest nti obaya ya amend this portions no enwa na mom yam fan hyem de eya dem oyede nti nka ya to aba parliament was the bill aba na me ye MPP ni ma aba na power na police no da aba on support ma I should be able to vote against openly as I say beat the e-levy nya and some come Joseph no ba etan MPP bia all because of this mbra nti ma can say nchoye na mom on see until there portions of the constitution now or protect MPs na azen etuma abam because MPs in parliament way obia hwe ne party first and sign aba
yes I say ebusha wasu bring bi na yezi come 024440 8046 0244408354 every my 10 seconds in a echo in good evening hello good evening okay good evening
Good evening, Kwamina.
Yes, sir. Dawood, me too.
Ankwamina, yesre, sisi ala omani ya yeri chichiri, oye Ghana funyani yeri chichiro man. Aya dibia mama ya njwene de, ibini position awenya, ana bini ska awenya, ana bini zibiunti, na so litu panumpa, ode yesu sono do. Asamina wara kano, in fact, monu ya MPP ile kano, on take break kra untimi djuma wait no mani me oya papa no some papa no zi hwe untimi djuma wait no mani him oya papa
abedjuma na wait
sama wa aka
abedjuma na wait
yeah wa ye itibia na no ho chewo itibia na no ho chewo my brother etina hoyi ntawo etina hoyi nya wonzi ye na wo ntini wiade wo ho a owo de wa sama e baka na wusuban oye danswa
all right
it's there why yen your mama oye no hwe ndc tata biala
okay
na na konse so twayen na wa koto amuno mu
but that's it
Ghana oye
okay but that's it good evening
fine papa yes something about me appeal sabra se kwa manka suggested papa kana ha me yen atwom speaker oya yen atwom kakra ebra entity woden okada masem na mo ye president wo parliament wo atakra wa bre nti o MP o ma bi papa mo ye atakra bi papa ka atakra no wa bre pa wo obi ayi ho be any the power e ni atakra the best
okay
wa bre
but that's it
speaker ya chompa
good evening yes sir
yeah apo man
ya mi adumo boss na won so e
adumo mi chia Kastle FM my phone kan wo na ifo
all right ya jo pa
mi chia NDC atakra and we disappoint him in fact we disappoint man kasa because no say onyin party ejuma ya and the one party ejuma ma like ma command
enti on kada ne be na sam na one can we disappoint you
oh no say NDC so one boy am boy for we dia it one na dey twodo it what class yo but atakra no dey dem we can show na or stand so good no NDC na ya to now there better on the better sama yan and people akufifo atakra mem ma won chance na won definitely for one I think central wo friend central say wo friend MP let's mo do no court yen na ya only in the case on kana we election kona won yin fado ayi dream et na homa ebeka no kware be na wo atakra I didn't disappoint
that's it all right good evening
Good evening, Papa.
Let's make something too.
What are the questions? I'm coming and number and another for we disappointed, Papa. We had a one more time on it then. But yeah, Bambo Fula said I don't have the idea smaller. Tell them no more fun on fire through from far. Imagine what you can get a portion. I don't know who you I tell you, I military who get the protection. I don't want to say, I go one for the better. I go one for the better. One more time on it then. I am really going to pay that to one of them. Oh, man, watch over. So, be able to open the man if you open up for the people who kill for them. I know a one of the far. I come out to me. And no more for all of their people. They wanted that only for the power of one to the back. For the two of them. And it's not a one way to know the name. Oh, for me, again, what? Oh, man, so be I don't know, you know, back to that. I am almost time. Just go away, almost time. I ain't getting between. I want to come and do it.
Okay, what credit are some of that? Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Ross.
Yes, boss.
Sir, you know what? I mean, a caller before the office is here. Also, I'm very disappointed with the NDC ref and all one.
Yes.
Look, Chef, you can't win them. In a yellow blue. It is so, oh, you're no correct. Why don't you don't come? I mean, wound to me. I mean, so instead of watching, also watching. But so instead of watching now, instead of watching. If I don't see NDC not to us, walk out today, or disappointed, or your party rep. So you're supposed to support the party that I don't, you know, also don't support, and then MPP now, but no, also don't support the MPP. I don't know yet, also yet. But in Yanka, in Yana, don't love of them. don't have a phone. What is on your mother? Ghana Kruma area. These are the things that we're supposed to take. And I love the way they are celebrating our studio. There was 1 year argument. So, oh, yeah, Ghana need you know, the show. Massa, Charlie,
but I said, all right, but I said, Papa, good evening. There be a dimension for into Wasugumuda Dumu Radio Nana 0244408046 0244408354 na Brembi. Oh, Dabi. Unfortunately, Sano Brembio na destined there. I cannot pick you. 0244408046 0244408354 0332097277 0332097278 na mente also aha yes good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, mommy.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello.
It seems there and Semenka I asemo. Good evening. Okay, well I can't know. I hang off. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Call our operative here. Actually, I'm missing you like
Papa, I be we are not attacking ourselves. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, mommy.
I'm from my I'm a catching camp for.
All right, mommy, into you.
I'm Porto. A guy named Bed, I'm catching a premise over here when I tell Papa. And day. I mean, what one of the Matilpa, the month Thursday, I'm a Bia Thursday in the sun. No matter what, I'm made me for you to see. Because what cut fat is some noise in a quarter more than a bit to what paper. So, the more concern, no, that was they didn't want to flow criticize the one camera, one party. Then I said, oh, them. And you can't hear I should obey. This I don't know what for me better. What's the damn 7 to 25? I want to almost someone tell you see another now. Oh, it's never be what pay now some more cap of one why all because of them the corner wine you know so mess a world attack. Never the wild blow me 10 papa one band of you. No can answer, man. I have on your anchor some in a now. One answer, one of the cases, and one answer. It's a first fight or for so someone off on to live off a bed and a bed wild boy as a papa.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. Hey, I don't campaign now because about good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. All right. Papa, put your into.
My animal in there, Ghana Halewa, at least about 90%. So, this now you have to have this is the modern party. I don't know more party in Salamotua. I don't know more modern party in Motua. When you a man who do answer all for Swangana, and yet the man from them, I believe other many other them coming here in terms of Obia, Bobanaba, the door on me. I don't my partner or one poor party grandpa, you are or 40 or 40, but only the end, or a man who first. All
right, but I say good evening. Asha Khalifa Jina ye Tika Musa.
But your brother,
well, I know me, you cry.
Call me,
me too.
I cried in a panasem. And NDC back, NDC, we really are dead here. We know answer. I don't know about Kasai and the Natapa. When you quick cases or Chile or but doesn't make idea.
I said, if I met one capa,
no more, maybe honestly, Yatabakan and this isn't the way. Okay, what say? I'm your shape, I'm going to order one. One and there they are. The person in question, no. To me, on the person question, the matter. Nanka, I am no me and no, and I can go display gold. You display gold, I can make it. I can't see him to mark. Matter, not what you to, and to me, I wasn't there, but I am at the father. I'm going to say Rambo Town. I'm a question. I'm my next time. Too well. Look at it. different to other people.
All right. Asa Khalifa, may I say, all I know me clear. Good evening.
Good evening, Kwamina.
Yes, sir. All right, Papa, I'm putting too.
I've been into Masu, I have been MP. I'm now more there. The Pelamu there, President Mahama says, I was in Shahin, Mahin, who are not member.
I'll be only 6 months in pool.
Yo, that's a bit not 24-hour economy in Wachala, no pillow children. Wabla, yeah, not have my pain that Nado. Or the one district, one factory, or the bay, you know. Below your campaign, or cannot about the Baba. Or bad baby, or they bula free and sana. Go to more implement them policy. And then Obiaba. Bushuman Numai, my uncle Bushume simple, also watcher. And to all our members, I have Bushman and I Bushuman with the Bromaya. BBI and Kakaka to come some on Yab. On Yab, John Draman Mahamo, on do baby. This is the beginning.
All right.
More should be Ano, or both Obaya there. Say, I was a think I can't cram a BBI, you there, all look for me.
Okay.
Yes, I am from Piebo, I am one pie there. There's also a BBI, oh, yeah, after you got no funny about benefits. No, yeah, eh? Now, my there, Manzama look where all look, yeah, it be no more one penadam.
Okay.
On penadam. Niamanta, Nimayas, Rocketson, Nanka, when you be Wakana, what's what better? But now, Mala.
Cratch it, I say. Where I say. All right. Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Yes, sir.
I'm Isaac in Africa.
Isaac, me too.
But your boss, I'm there to say a manner was a bra, no, the mamboa. And I'm the Pino Oma, the CID for an soldiers for no better. Uncachi went to me, and I won't punish your cooperative with me, Brano. One sock a cake. And all small damn coffin. I am bra, as a waffle, and our friend. To me, when do Oman Brano, and I'm using no handle issue. Mamma will be on sideways there, or yeah, and this in our banner or whatever was within General MPP for the moon. I support government, you know.
All right.
But you mean I support government, no, on teaching you, you don't go in now, only 100 years. Now, you couldn't go in, and I need in every.
But so with us. Last caller, good evening. Yes, sir. All right, Captain Peja Winzi, ma'am. Aye.
Kastle FM.
Kastle FM 90.3. Heavy.
All right. Let us sit. Captain Prior to me, that's a bit online or for me on ye. Shamaba, I did not be a come and say it again and again. Upon all the campaign we did, I'm still home, resetting with my engineering certificate. But here is the case: the unworkable ones are hustling appointment with fake sets. All right, Shamaba, let us see. So, Odin. Master, tell Atakra to stop what he's saying. How can a man offer such a female person, and not just an ordinary person, but the Chief Justice. I'm asking Nana Takra if John Mahama's wife, Lordina Mahama, is being searched by a male officer. Will he speak like that? He should stop it. Because of politics, the Chief Justice is being searched by a male officer, and Nana Takra is happy with it. Jesus Christ, I am shocked. One day it will happen to his wife. Then he will put on his. You want security to go to Wontumi with empty hands when a party general secretary has called foot soldiers to rally at his house. Now, the MPP man knows people have human rights. Even in Cape Coast, the lives of Kwesi Mensah Savoy and George Justice Atta were not spared of their violence from Oye Nana. Good afternoon. I'm Richie from Abra. Please. I want an education on the word VAT. VAT is value added tax, because I still don't understand something here. I have a shop, but I don't have the means to buy in large quantities, so I normally buy from distributors. I usually see that their items are already paid VAT items, so there is no need for me paying extra tax for any GRA or CCMA. CCMA, one day in a wagon is different from GRA. All the shops I buy my items are already paying for VAT. So what is the reason for me paying another tax for CCMA and GRA? In fact, I don't understand this double tax imposed on us. Okay. And see, the tax system, no, the CCMA, you know, is different. Okay. Hey, Mary, you paid 40,000 for immigration. You wrote 4,000 into 40,000 for immigration. I asked them all. Come, I think the 4K was peanuts, and she will add. Okay, well, I bet you 40,000. Yeah. If you don't have 30,000 and 40,000, you can't join the security service or the force work. Those the MPP paid at the security service didn't pay any forms. If Mahama doesn't sack these people, making corruption will still be there. All right. I ask more. Good afternoon. My name is Cyrus from Atabazi. I went to fix my Ghana card since March last year. I have been there 3 times to get it, but to no avail. At the end, I was told to pay 350 Ghana cedis if I want it in 3 days, but I didn't agree to pay the money. Hey, Ghana, every system. Okay, Blacku said, now message. Please, Mr. Host, we Ghanaians are not serious at all, and we should put public aside, politics aside, and let's move on as Ghanaians. Richie from Akotoche. All right, Richie Shoniza, Ozzy Abain. Anybody who defend corruption and also corrupt one person directing visa fee to his company, and you are defending it, to me should be invited quietly, but a goat and plantain thief must be arrested with guns. I ask him. The MPP man is suffering. The MPP man is defending the indefensible. Wontumi said in 2020 that the vice president resembles a witch. Wontumi regrets the day he was born. Uncle Paul from Bacano. Uncle Paul. Please, Kamina, good afternoon. Please tell the MPP man Sam he is so intelligent. He should keep it up from KKBK and Manful. NPP never did adverts against 24-hour economy, unlike the NDC, who did 10,000 adverts against free SHS. From Jonathan Otu Atabaze. Hello, Kamina. Is it not the same Chairman Wontumi who said he could buy Chelsea Football Club, and today he cannot bail himself? And said Chelsea Wenyanto. Chelsea Wenyanto. Wontumi said he has £3 billion to buy Chelsea. So why is he saying he doesn't have 50 million Ghana cedis to alter his bail conditions? Aim high, Elmina. The acknowledgement from the lady and Samson Baumia on Nana Atakra Santi has given me ghost pump. Abaka, okay, sister for Samuel. Aim high. Abaka. Good evening, Mr. Speaker. We are in Ghana, where former AG plan to sentence Atuforsen a sitting MP so that they can vacate his seat. Is it not political witch hunting? But Wontumi has destroyed most of our forests and rivers, and he wants nobody to talk about it. Wow. What goes around comes around. In life, when you hold a position, you will learn to treat people like yourself. Ha ha ha. Fire burn them. Enoch Kakomodo, greetings to Efo, Kwade, and Taylor. All right, Medasi. Oh, and this one, Suhum Opari Suhum. Greetings to Honorable George Ebrard, next president candidate for MPP, next presidential for Ghana. The arrest of Chairman Wontumi in Rambo Star is bad and must be condemned. Patriotic voice from Goso OPK. Patriotic voice. What's regard to Mr. Amankwa, blah, 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 blah. Mohammed's 24-hour economy was political rhetoric to deceive Ghanaians for power because it cannot be found in their first budget like Nanado. All right. Positive change. The good news is that a restaurant has been issued to the former Bank of Ghana governor, Ernest Addison, to face the loss for messing up with the economy. Yeah, this is my message in here. All right. Atakra, Yanko, just a minute.
I'm saying, Mencroft way, almost trouble me. And so, a human emperor. Yes, woman, Odu baby,
but party on you better until you can't speak to national issues.
Party and the do buy, but the TNSA, as some American and some Cassam Bonnet, is say. The fact is, a BC war about that Nimuna and pay and say. I was here and so ye be because ABS any money in account in the Magana for Echo to a buyer day, Etia, Saba Dadano, and Tina Metro almost say, fine, Obia Bonia, and Brano S one in but to that extent, say, Bia, ye beko overboard, Manco for our more sympathy to Abaman, 1.7 and you mean an this fool. Because never be on Sunny and see any and 20 year pair. Eddie or how about party no, until I had this idea. And I am to say, almost say, Nipa no ayabone susuampa, but yan hwe na yefani nyina mra no, but you say, chinchina che say bia obi dia o ye ya enye no, yemfa nkọ ono soso. Because yaba ne sa dia na say mistakes na obi aye na enko ye na na ye den. Ye kwa. As a Ghanaian there, we gidi say dru ba bia, o ye there ye ka asem as Ghanaian. Na ye hu say bi ade a obi ntina me better na me ka say me niam ye de ma fam wo eke no. Because of the community, makes me be quite.
All right. Now that's
piano. So, won't to me, Papa, no, yeah, and Brana and anybody. Someone is no, yeah, Brana, just say, let us say, yes, just a minute.
I come now, my Amanda, it's a for our Freya, Bobo at a corner about Obama about them. Discussion, last discussion, you know, it's about MPs being nationalistic. You want some catcher. You want some water across his here. Into no bandama, do it to please the party. My work could do me what you want to me was watching Rambo and why am also a politics. That is the only thing you can do. It do court to pay Mbrebe Yejuma. Into Mbrebe, it do court to pay at the first thing of court. Who rights is protected. So then to continue, yeah, and they are going to court now. Court when bail or at least your children wear power like politics, MPP, NDC. But na make kind there, you do baby at least young forge ahead. They be a catch there. And this is first time I am catch there. We are not going to do that lamentation opposition nana at a convoy. I think baby or then. Bottle. Yeah, the one I say.
Okay.
Or Abasuboza was that boy. Yes, yeah, the one I said, oh, the other. What you mean? No, be saying.
Let us see. Since I take now for this, is a pa. Max buys main country that what did the biggest weekend sales reduction, ABBA, on the called Max Buy one shops across the country. Well, products are whole from AC to oil smart TV, fridges. Nina no benya BL Max Buy one shops across the country. Online purchase call www.maxbuy.com.gh. For enquiries call 0544019552 and 0594091122. Don't come from Oye Max Buy. The master game pack. I say just pick one. Then the young man in today, Nimpa over 7,000. Now wait the Oye 800,000 Ghana cedis. Unintended pick one. Now once you channel Oye game pack cool chop. That star 946 hash to play pick one cool chop. Now once you yesika, Edia Oba made channel about 30 times or the more 30 times. Into man picking numbers baby. Just one number pay. Uti and Kokwa na say Oba Edi Sika Bebre. Lonat Osoye Nasen Damaso Ridge Royal Hotel, Hisense Anointed Engineering Services Limited, Nafi Betway, Wunyano Wakawa Wabwe, Emily Shoni Yazibra. Production team headed by Mr. Bernardo Gosman, FKK, and Black was trained to L Facebook. And you remember what I said that was a joining show, Mrs. Combination Man, in USC. Yami Aduma in Senisha Ochina. Have a wonderful good evening. Yakronina. Bye bye.